What's up, everybody? I'm Jeremy. You're watching Warfels Morse. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. Super excited about tonight. It's going to be a great one. We got Danny from DTMG with us. Danny's a character. He's an awesome dude. He's just a hoot. Gonna say hi to everybody here in the chat real quick. What's up, John? What's up, Rob? Stan, how's it going? Let's see here. We got Dylan from Kaiju, what's going on? We got Ed, what's going on, dude? Good to see you. Sean, how's it going? And that catches us up. So let's bring Danny on because I got a list of stuff and Danny's got a lot to talk about. I'm sure we're going to try to get Danny to show off some stuff. So let's bring him on. What up, Danny?
Hey, what's up? How are you?
I'm doing good, bro. Doing good. How about yourself?
Good. Very good.
Oh, and now we got Nathan in the chat.
Oh, that's a shit show.
I was telling Dom might even be jumping in the chat here too because I told him you were coming on and he really had a blast with you at the cookout. So I think he might be hopping on here to throw you some curveballs maybe.
Awesome.
Max, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. Patrick, what's going on? Thank you. All right.
Korean brother.
What's that?
My Korean brother. Pat.
Now we just need Bob Vu in here yet.
He's not Korean.
All right. Well, no, but still. We got Kai. What's going on, Kai? Thanks for tuning in. T and Keisha, thank you. So for anybody that hasn't done it already, go back to my live stream from last week with King Austin. Comment on that video. Puts you in for the running for our 800 sub giveaway. Excuse me. Partway through tonight's live, I will be doing the random comment picker from that live. So if you guys want a Warfels Morse t-shirt and sticker pack, that's what puts you in the running for it. And you have to be subscribed. You got to be subscribed. So, but I know everybody in here that I'm seeing it already, you guys are all subs. So you're all good. But definitely go comment on the video if you haven't. And you get to win a shirt maybe. So, all right, we just, let's see. We had Kevin. What's up? Kevin was at the barbecue.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Yeah, I beat him in cornhole.
I want to know what. All right. Now, since you brought the cornhole thing up, Danny. So, what happened with us? Like what? you were a powerhouse. You were a force to be reckoned with, like the whole time at cornhole. And it wasn't until like I came up that you started sweating a little bit. And I thought after we finally beat you guys, it's like, all right, if Danny and I team up together, we're gonna be like unstoppable. And it's like we just like completely fell on our face here. It was like,
well, that was like 18 beers later. And you had those board that is like a Brokeback Mountain with the hump, like a saddle down the middle. So you have to play the saddle. You know, the board doesn't slide at all.
Oh no, yeah, they don't slide much at all. No, there is that. I need to redo them. I actually meant to do that before the barbecue. It just never got done.
Yeah, you just have to make it one solid piece instead of one that bends in the middle.
Yeah. See, I did that for convenience, though. Figured one person can carry both boards, like a small suitcase type of deal. You have bean bags in each one, and you're good. It just didn't work out like I had planned because you can't get that middle section as tight as you need to.
No, because your board was like this. Like you had to.
Yeah. Well, I noticed by the end, I guess it was the next day when I went and cleaned everything up. It looked like somebody stood on the one board because like the nails were like exposed at the one end. It's like, oh man.
So yeah, it was a hard play. That was like a extreme cornhole.
Nathan.
That's not nice, Nathan.
Max, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. Everybody that's new to the channel here, that any of the new faces or new names, I should say, thank you so much for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button for me if you don't mind, and hit that thumbs up button for everybody. And on top of it, go and check Danny out on Instagram. All of his information is in the description down below. So make sure you're following Danny because he's got some just mind-blowing stuff he's producing. I know he was showing off a few things here recently, and it's just mind-blowing. That's the only way to put it. Which hopefully we can get him to show off some of it tonight, maybe. But let's get on with the show. Let's get on with the show here. Danny, tell us a little bit about yourself. How long you've been in the hobby? What got you into it?
Well, I started DTMG Pythons in 2020. So that's when I first got my snake. My daughter wanted a snake for Christmas. Then I kind of held off. Then I got her a normal ball python from the pet store in January of 2020. Then ever since that day, we never stopped buying and collecting, you know.
Now, does she have much to do with the snakes, or is it all basically you?
No, that was it. That first day, then she lost interest. So DTMG is me, Danny, Tara, Maya, Gavin. That's Tara's my wife, Maya's my daughter, Gavin's my son. So I'm going to change the name to D's Python because, you know, TMG ain't doing shit. It's always D. So
they're just reaping the benefits from
right,
D.
absolutely. You know, they want to do the show, they want to get paid for, you know, they want the glory but no sweat, you know.
Exactly. I that's like Dom. Like I love my son, and his female is the one that laid clutch number 1 for us this year. And originally the whole agreement was he'd be helping take care of her and this and that when she would lay. We'd be splitting everything down the middle 50-50. Well, he has yet to really take care of her since he's moved her over into the snake racks. Like he didn't even know she laid at one point.
Well, this way you don't have to split 50-50.
That's what I told him. I was like, because he goes, after we pulled the clutch, he goes, Dad, am I gonna get half the money of what all that's worth? I was like, well, you get some of what it's worth. I was like, you haven't done anything.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like I've paid to feed it, I've taken care of it, all the bedding. It's like you just sat up in your room and played video games.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Nathan, this is gonna be a great show.
I think it's past his bedtime. Doesn't he have to wake up early?
He probably took vacation like you.
Smart.
Yep. See that Danny knew what he was getting into, folks. He took vacation the next day because he knew it was gonna be a late night. Eric, what's going on?
Plus, I did a show Saturday, and I did all the rats today, and changed all the water in the bins today. So it was like a busy day today, starting from 9 o'clock, and I finally stopped around 6:30.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
And what, you got the snakes and the rats all done?
Yeah, everything's all done. So I'm right on schedule because Saturday when I did the show, I didn't do anything because Saturday is usually my rat day and the ASF bin cleaning day, and Sunday is the water bowl change day.
Okay, see, I do water bowl changes on Sunday as well. But I remember when I came down for the facility tour, you were way deep in rat crap.
Yeah, Saturday. I had the bandana on. I was sweating.
I gotta tell you, it made a killer thumbnail, though, dude. Your thumbnail is killer.
Yeah, it is. You say, "Oh, we gotta go." I was like, "Get the fuck out." more cleaning to do.
The best that was the one. I wish I wouldn't have stopped recording because as soon as I hit stop, you're like, "Okay, now get out." It's like, oh, why couldn't you have been a couple seconds quicker?
Eric,
but no.
I want my McDonald's for Saturday show coming up.
Yeah, I was thinking like all you guys would have gotten together, like went out for breakfast early because I was gonna leave a little bit earlier and come hang out with you guys
before the show. Go out for breakfast?
Yeah.
No, because I get up around like 7:30, take a shower, then I just do the walk of shame to the show from the hotel room.
See, you need to bring a golf cart, Danny.
Yeah, I wish. That walk is pretty long when you're hungover.
Oh man.
Then you got to see the people in line. Then you're like, oh, walk to the front.
Well, I plan on stopping over, hanging out with you a little bit at the show, and Nathan's setting up, I think, too, isn't he?
Yeah, Nathan's going.
I say
Eric
I don't
from
know.
Drop Time's going.
Yeah, I know Eric's going from Drop Time. Is Chris vending as well? Or is he
I
just
think
going?
Chris is going to show up on Saturday, and I think he's sharing a table with Nathan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I share a table with John from Underworld Exotics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a breeder out of Jersey.
Okay. All right. So
we have fun on a Friday night after we set up.
See, if only. Yeah, see, I wouldn't be able to do Friday night.
Well, you need a permission slip?
Yeah. See,
I'll write you
all right.
one.
All right. Speaking of that, with your what I want to say, your catchphrase. I love the catchphrase.
Oh, just buy it. And it's easier to ask for permission than forgiveness.
Yeah, I love that. It's freaking great.
Yeah, actually, me and Nathan came up with it, and when he was making my backdrop, he's like, "What do you want it to say?" And I was like, "I don't know, just buy it," And then he's like, "Oh, okay." Yeah. Nathan is a marketing genius. If you don't know.
Yes, he is, and just like his little flashlight here that I'm actually.
Oh, he gave you one?
Yeah,
I didn't even get one.
What?
Yeah, unbelievable.
Guess that shows where you rank, Danny. You gotta be a little bit nicer to Nathan.
That's all right. I'd rather be mean than get a flashlight.
Hey, just don't forget my shirts.
Yeah, absolutely. Extra small, right? You like medium?
Yes.
One that comes up to your chest?
Hey, you got to show off the belly to impress the ladies.
That style's coming back, I heard.
There's a lot of styles coming back that I don't think should.
Nathan said I got to work for mine.
We're not going to get into that one. I think that came up in the group chat.
This is PG.
What projects are you working on?
I'm all over the place, but mainly focus on clowns. So everything that I paired this year is Batman and clown pies. And Batman variation would be with GHI, Yellow Belly Lesser, Fire Lesser, lot of normal clowns, breeders, got bred with Batman. And that Razor project that I was working on for 2 years.
Which we're going to be diving. That is a topic on my agenda to bring up. So that Razor stuff. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oof.
And that was just bred to black pastel. So only one black Razor came out. But, I showed you the black Razor female that is laying this end of this month. So that got bred.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Yeah. So that got bred with black Razor to black Razor. So I should get tons of black Razors out of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said that the second you dropped those pictures, I was like, all right, that's something I've got to get my hands on at some point. That
is super dark. And I think one black Razor came out of that clutch and one super black pastel came out.
Okay.
So it was like when I first saw it, they were both dark, and I'm like, "What the hell?" I don't see the dorsal stripe. Then once it day 55 passed, you could see like a grayish dorsal stripes.
I said that was, we'll see them here in a little while.
Yeah.
But with your Batman stuff,
mm-hmm.
when I was touring your facility, I thought it was really awesome. Like you have some really just drop dead gorgeous stuff, but it was I'd heard several people say like, and you even brought it up in the group chat, like as a funny haha, that people were saying that like the Batman project was dead, the Batmans are dropping in value so much, and it's like I was thinking, it's like those people are freaking crazy.
Yeah,
And
they're crazy because I sold 2 of them for $7,200 yesterday. So if it drops, that's fine.
yeah, I
Yeah,
just don't. I
I
mean,
have
I
a
don't
proof.
see. So I don't see how people think that the Batman stuff is going away or dropping in value because it's not. I mean, I don't want to say it's a hard
No,
combo to hit,
I mean
but
it's gonna drop no matter what, anything, because it's gonna get oversaturated, you know.
yeah,
But normally, normal Batman mail will go for $2,000.
okay,
That's what I sold last season. So if it goes down to 19, 18, 1750 this year, it really doesn't matter because none of the breeder Batman male that I got and the females, they all pay for themselves. So it's like, what's like minus 250? It really
yeah,
doesn't matter, you know?
yeah. And when you're talking that kind of cash, 250s are just a drop
No.
in the bucket.
And I produced 11 Batmans last year and I sold all 11 and I sold the 11th one yesterday. So,
Which was that really awesome red stripe Batman.
no, that was the NCOD Batman that I held back.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So I had 147 hatchlings last year out of 17 clutches.
Okay.
I held back 3 out of 147.
That's
Yeah.
not many,
So,
Danny.
yeah. And then holdback doesn't make you money. You know, you hold back because you couldn't sell it, basically, to me.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I do see your point on that. That's
Yeah. I'd rather sell my hatchling and buy something older with better combination, you know?
yeah. No, that makes sense. Kind of that old saying of uh buy what you can't buy what can't be how is it? Buy what you can't make and I always get that screwed up.
Oh my God. If I was next to you, I think I would have slapped you in the back of the head.
Give me the old Gibbs slap for anybody that
Yeah,
watches on
really.
CIS. Hey Nicole, what's up?
Eric
Oh
said, "What
wow,
you're drinking?" I'm drinking Jameson Miller Lite. I got a cooler right next to me.
Jameson and Miller Lite. That's a that's a
It's an
crazy
Asian
combo
thing.
there.
Cut it
It's
out.
an it's an Asian. You know, I guess this is a dumb question. You don't have that Asian flush syndrome, do you?
What is
I
that?
don't think you. My buddy too. I forget. He's Asian. I forget it. I don't remember exactly what he is. But anyway, he has this thing called Asian flush syndrome, where like one beer and you would have sworn he had like a case. Like it
Oh no,
completely just knocks him on his rear. It's
no. I'm
hilarious.
6'1", 270. It takes me a while to get drunk.
Genomic, what's up? Happy Sunday to you too. But what you can't buy what you can't make what you can't buy. Yes, that's it.
Yeah,
That's
there
it.
you
Thank
go.
you, Max.
Yeah.
See, I always screw that one up. I can never keep it straight.
What?
But yeah,
we should
anybody
mute Nathan.
put Nathan in timeout.
Yeah, really. What a jerk. If he wasn't my designated driver, I'll cut him off.
I was kind of half chuckling there when you guys all left because me bringing out all those airport bottles for both of your wives, yours and Nathan, there, Sharon. I was like, probably shouldn't have done that. I was like, but I bet you that's gonna be a funny car ride home.
Oh my God. And I want to sneak a little bit of like a snack with me in the back of Nathan's car, but I could see him get like pissed off and pull over. Everybody empty out the back of the car.
What was that crinkle? Morph minded was saying, "What's your favorite recessive besides clown?" And don't say
come
pie.
on, Desert Ghost. Desert Ghost, Hypo, G Stripe.
So you've got your hypo stuff you made was freaking killer too that you were showing off. A lot of this stuff
came out really nice.
You're gonna get to see. I mean, we'll get to see some of it tonight, I'm sure. But I have Danny's facility tour coming up here in the next couple videos, and you'll get to see some really good resolution pictures of it. So stay tuned for that, because Danny shows off like a lot of stuff. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that was still in the egg or just coming out of the egg, waiting to shed. Just awesome stuff. So Golden Foxy, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. Anybody that just joined, we're at 26 people in the chat. If you have not commented on my live stream with King Austin from last week, go do so, because we'll be doing an 800 sub giveaway for a Warfels Morse t-shirt and sticker pack. So if you would like a chance to win that, go to that live. Make sure you're subscribed, of course, and drop a comment on that. And we'll be doing the spin to win on that here in the not too distant future. We'll probably do that when we do pick of the week. So, well, heck, that just all right. What if you had to pick one recessive other than clown? What would it be? Because I kind of had your favorite recessives and why. So we can do that. What's your favorite recessives and why?
Clown is other than clown?
You can do clown, but pick something else then too. At least make it exciting.
Oh. See, I like clowns and pies, but like I don't have enough of a project to say that I'm working on this.
Oh, hey, Margaret.
You know, it's like I have few Desert Ghost projects that I'm working on, but it's like 3 females. That's it. So I don't know if that's a project.
That's enough for a project.
Yeah, I mean, I have quad heads that I'm working on, which is Clown, G Stripe, Desert Ghost, and Hypo.
Holy crap!
So that's a monster of a quad clutch. I mean, quad heads.
Yeah. Now
to hit all the morphs is, I think, 1 out of 264 chances.
Okay. Yeah, and I know what would happen with me. I wouldn't hit any of them.
No, I suck. Odd gods, like, they could suck my dick because I haven't got a really good luck with them. Fuck odd gods. I do head to head, and I might get one come out with shark mouth. So
I remember you saying about the odds gods while we were over there.
Oh, fuck them.
And Nathan says all normals.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've seen people with going from head to head, double head to head, and they'll hit, more than 50% visuals.
Yeah. Well, Phil did something like that. I forget what Phil hit a holy grail going head to head.
Really?
Phil, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was a head to head, and I think it might have been a pos head to head.
Oh.
And he nailed the holy grail on it.
Yeah. What the fuck? Yeah.
Phil says odds are overrated.
What a jerk.
I see right there's all
Yeah, that's why I'd rather buy visual and fuck with visuals, because heads they suck. That's why I've been selling off all the heads as a breed.
And some bird food too, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I donate all my normals and heads to the bird sanctuary up north. Better than going to the freezer.
All right, double head to double head, 6 visuals, 1 double visual. Okay.
Unfucking believable. What the fuck?
He probably
cut him off.
Went out and played the lottery that night, 2-1 too.
Yeah, really. Holy shit.
Oh man. All right. How about codoms? What's your favorite codoms to work with?
Codom, probably GHI. I love dark morphs. I like the Black Razor, black pastel.
Okay.
One thing I hate is butter and luster. Trying to get rid of all of that.
Well, you had. Didn't
I have a clown that is a fire luster.
Yeah,
clown.
that sucker like glows, dude. That thing's
it's
beautiful.
a glowing yellow. So hopefully after she lays, I could sell her off. Then, then I have a GHI lesser yellow belly clown. Okay. So that's not too bad. But I hate lesser.
See, the only I have the lesser basically just for making the bells. That's the only thing. Lesser makes the whitest bell, I think. Yeah. I was always told Mojave and lesser combined makes the best bell.
And whether or not that's true, super lesser is brighter than Mojave lesser. No?
Okay. But you get the bug eyes though with it.
Oh, does it?
I don't know. Yeah, the super lessers have bug eyes. I don't know how bug-eyed they are. I've never produced.
I know lesser pied comes out with the smaller eyes, smaller black eyes.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah, lesser pied is all white. Ultramel too. Fuck Ultramel. Fucking browned out ass bananas.
Okay.
Ultramel
after your Ultramel.
I won't even keep them if somebody gives them to me.
See, Ultramel, after seeing the Sunset Ultramel, it caught my eye.
One of the worst fucking combos.
Oh, dude, the Sunset Ultramel, that thing like glows, dude. It looks like the Sun Dragon.
Really?
I thought, yeah.
Oh my god.
At least the example I was shown, it looked like the Sun Dragon and boas. I was really impressed.
Two of the morphs that I hate the most are Sunset and Ultramel.
Yeah, no, dude. And this thing made you've seen this. You've seen the Sun Dragons, I'm sure, right?
Boa Sun Dragons?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and it looked like that with the pythons? Ball pythons?
Yeah, essentially, yeah. It was. Let me see if I can pull it up here real quick. Because I'd always said, because my buddy Mike produced a Sun Dragon, I told him if ever there was a way to get that in a ball python, I'd be jumping on the bandwagon to do it. And Stephen and Courtney from Leviathan Snakes were in the live stream when I had said that, and then like, oh, here you go. Let me put me on the big screen once. It's like, here you go, look at this, and it's like, okay, well, I'll just shut up then, because
yeah, it looked like shit.
That looks good, Danny.
It looked like banana dying.
Banana
what dying. The fuck?
It's glowing orange, darn it.
Oh no. Not my I'm sure it'll sell and people like it, but I don't like it. I wouldn't have it in my collection. I mean, that's not saying that it's a good.
Morph Minus says Sunset is not it.
Yeah. I don't I hate Sunset. I had a chance to get in a Sunset project and I just turned it down.
See, I think Sunset's one of those genes you definitely have to watch what you pair it to. Because they do.
Enchi with Sunset is really nice.
I heard Cinnamon Sunsets, I think, are a good combo from what I've seen Brian Cusco produce.
I'm sure Sunset with DG will actually get brighter if you think about it, and it'll get better with age.
Yeah, I agree with that too. Praise, what's up?
I think Nathan is pushing my button.
I think DG anything though. I mean, you can't go wrong.
Oh, pretty soon everything's gonna be DG. That's one of those genes that is enhancing gene that you need with every gene.
Now, all right. Here's my question: DG or enhancer? Which one do you think is better?
It's the same thing. I think DG puts out more yellow than enhancer puts out more black. I think. I don't know which way the other way. I actually have an enhancer instead of Desert Ghost.
Did I see?
Because those quad heads are from Canada. The enhancers are big in Canada. Those are Maple Desert Ghost.
Far Out says that Brian had a cinnamon Enchi sunset at an Anaheim show. It was really nice. Okay.
Oh, I'm sure everything looks nice. It's just not my cup of tea. Like, I wouldn't have it in my collection.
You'd ship it off for bird food.
Yeah. Well, God forbid if I show up at Oaks with sunset, Ultramel, that will sit in my freaking display case for like 10 years. Nobody will buy that.
Kent's over here probably because Kent loves his Ultramel. He wants the Ultramel of the world. So
Nathan will buy
it. Oh, does Nathan like Ultramel?
He likes anything yellow with red eyes. He likes candies. He likes albino. I sold him my albino clown project because I don't like yellow snakes.
Well, I remember him showing off, I think it was the clutch of candies. And he's there, and he's like, hey, there's candies and there's albinos in here. He goes, like, I don't know which one's which yet because they all look the same. And it looked like a ball of just white and yellow with like a bunch of heads sticking out. It was hilarious.
I actually have a dreamsicle project that I'm trying to unload to Nathan.
I was going to say, I think that was a touchy subject too when we were over there a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh man, I told you everybody this is gonna be a great show you weren't gonna want to miss.
Is there anybody shut Nathan off here?
I think Nathan's actually an admin, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I made Nathan an admin. Maybe I didn't.
Yeah, Gray's Reptiles in here. I got my hurricane clown from him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Doing great. So he's going to breed next year.
What are you breeding him to?
Well, you see my 70-30 rack is full of just regular clowns and regular pies. So I'm going to dedicate 2 females that are above 10 plus eggs to that hurricane clown.
Okay.
So I'll do like a normal clown to hurricane clown. Because I don't want to mix anything else with the hurricane clown, as busy as it is.
You want to try to keep that pattern kind of pure, I guess, the way to look at it.
Yeah, I might put him to a GHI clown just to see how, busy and darker it gets. But they make great. I mean, they make great stuff. Gray's Reptile.
I enjoy watching
a hurricane leopard clown that he produced. That was really nice.
Okay. So I think I'm trying to think the last video I watched from them. I think they were going over, I can't remember. My whole mind is a blur at the moment as far as the videos I've watched, just trying to keep up with my YouTube channels.
Yeah, Jeremy, crack kills.
Hey. Moderation, Danny.
Yeah, I guess.
Hey, Ken, what's up? Yeah, see, GHI Hurricane, I would think it would go good with.
So that's been made, I guess. Now, because GHI will give it a busy pattern also.
Yeah, but really darken it up, though, too, correct? Because Hurricane's a lot of just really crazy pattern, right? Or is it Hurricane a darkening gene, too?
Yeah, I'll show it to you in a little bit.
I say, if you want to pull it out now, I'll put you on the big screen, bro.
Yeah.
Show these people some snakes.
Yeah, this is from Gray's.
Okay, I do remember seeing that now.
I don't know if the light is killing it.
That's beautiful.
That head stamp.
I love that dark gray stripe going down the back.
Yeah, or at least mine. Got a nice belly too.
Yeah, that's nice. I like that.
Yeah, actually, I was going to take the other Hurricane Clown. Then when I saw this one, I was like, hey, let me change my mind.
Not a second thought.
Yeah.
Sean says he loves the pattern. Which is, I mean, that's just crazy.
I could throw a shingle of shit up here and Sean would like it. Yeah, I saw Sean at Oaks too.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I would have loved to have gone to Oaks, but till I got done work, it was like, shoot, it's like 1 o'clock till I got home, I think, something like that. So it's just like, no, there's no way I'm making that drive down there. I couldn't buy anything this weekend anyway. So
it's a fun show. I mean, a lot of people stop by and like bullshit, you know. But it's like after a while, it's like, yo, you got to move because I got customers behind you looking at this.
Let me make my money, darn it.
Yeah, I was like, move. Yeah, it was a good show.
That's good. I know you said you made out really good on it, which I thought was a freaking kick ass.
I mean, for Oak show, it's like I usually average like $4 or $5 grand per Oak show, but that day, yesterday, so it was like 13,000.
See, that's a really good day.
More than double, yeah. And I only sold 6 snakes.
And see, but your stuff's like, I consider your stuff, Danny, like really high end though too. So that's just a testament to the people that say that. Like so many people say that they don't believe that the high end stuff moves quick, and that the lower end stuff is what moves faster. But I think
usually higher end stuff that all the vendors carry, that's like it will be sold before the show and towards the end of the show.
Okay.
So before the show starts, you know, people will pick out what they want, you know, see it's like, oh, I'll be back for that. Let me put a deposit on that. And it won't usually make it to the show. Then towards the end of the show, that's when all the vendors who actually made money will walk around and start buying all the high-end shit.
Oh, okay.
So it's basically all the recycle money going around. That's what it is.
Everybody's spreading the wealth back around between everybody.
And this time I didn't spend anything. I didn't buy anything, which was amazing. So,
which is why everybody thought you were sick.
Yeah, I know. Nathan is like, you didn't buy anything? I was like, no. Like, there was nothing really that I wanted.
You'll make
Maybe I was saving myself for Gettysburg, yeah.
Kent says you couldn't bring stickers to the barbecue because he puts them all on his stuff.
That's another sore loser right there, you know? Another. Me and Matt, the Rising Sun Cornhole team. That's another
Rising. The Rising Sun. Oh, man. Yeah, Chris was at Oaks.
Yeah.
He was actually set up at Oaks.
Yeah, Chris was there.
Yeah. Because I had messaged him that morning telling him to keep an eye out for like a male jungle jag carpet python for me. To see if he could find one there and like snag the business card of whoever had it. Because I gotta get a male for these females that's sitting over here. They are on my list to start breeding this season. Want to make me some baby biting noodles. But Chris had a good show though too.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I think he sold. He said he sold like 8 snakes or something like that. He moved a decent amount of
good
stuff,
for him.
So he had a good show too.
Yeah, I mean, like I bought my 2nd and 3rd snake ever from Chris off Craigslist. That's how I met Chris. Yeah, he was selling a Spider Spark female. So I messaged him and I was like, hey, can you do better? He's like, I am not going to go low on a 3-gene snake. I was like, oh, calm the fuck down. I'll give you the $150. Fucker, where are you? And it was right across the town over there. Then I ended up buying her and a banana male.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Patrick wants to know what you're sipping.
Soju. It's Korean rice liquor. No, I'm just kidding.
Morph Minded, who is your favorite breeder and why? That's a good question.
I love Garrick DeMeyer. Like, the funny story is, like, after my first year, like, I was overwhelmed buying snakes, and I doing rat breeding and working 12 hours a day on my regular job, and I was actually going to quit after 1 year. Then I was like getting fed up. Then I was on Instagram. Then Garrick DeMeyer actually like messaged me. It's like, oh, you have a great stuff. Keep it up. You know, like a little word of encouragement out of nowhere.
Oh, wow.
Then like after that, then I was like, fucking suck it up and just get through this. You know, put your big boy pants on. Like, I never mentioned that to anybody, but like Garrick DeMeyer, that little message that he put up, it was like really good.
See, that's cool, dude. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Because I know,
that's like a little sensitive side that I want to, share.
That's the only sensitive thing Danny will say all night, everybody. So, yeah. But no, that's really cool because Garrick DeMeyer, he's
an OG, he's absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And plus, I think you had even said, like, with you like his YouTube videos because he's just like right straight to business too.
Yeah, it's nice and short, right to the point.
It's not like mine where you piddle paddle around.
I don't know. I never saw your video. This is the first time. Am I even subscribed here? Let me check.
You better be, Danny. If not, bring that shirt back.
Tara already shrunk it. She put it in the dryer. I told Nathan, don't get me those shirts.
What, did it shrink?
No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say I never put one in the dryer. I always wash them and I just hang them up.
What do you hand wash it? What are you, Mormon?
No. Throw it in the actual washer. Just throw it up on the. I throw it up in the bedroom there on the edge of the closet doors. Perfect drying rack, dude. Perfect drying rack. You gotta save money where you can.
Holy
I'm poor.
Shit,
you saw my $30,000 elevated cornhole playing field.
Oh God, yeah.
You know the struggles and the pains of that. What's up, hogging out? Thanks for tuning in. If you quit.
Oh, and I got a funny story for Nathan. How I met him too.
Oh, all right, let's hear this. This will be good.
Because I used to belong to Facebook PA Reptile Breeders Club.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not in it anymore because I hate fuckbuck. It's a piece of shit, Then I posted something, like I put all the right description, age, sex, what pairing, whatever. Then this fucking schmuck DMs me. It's like, oh, can you tell me more about the snake? I'm like, what the fuck? Everything's on the description, Then I'm telling Tara, I'm like, see, this is the reason why I'm not on Facebook. Assholes like him. Then it's like, it was Nathan. So, then I was like, all right, fine. Then I sent him the same description that is on description on the fucking thing. Then it's like, oh, you mind if I come over and take? I was like, fine, yeah, come over. Then I guess Chris verified me saying that I'm okay, and fucking Nathan came over and been a great friend ever since. But I'm not on Facebook though. After that, Nathan just tipped me over the edge.
Nathan was your breaking point.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a great story. Pat says he's trying to make a visual clown. Danny got a rack full of. Dude,
Patrick is the only fucking Korean breeder that I know didn't make money for past 2 years. He is shunned from the Korean small business, community. I told him, I was like, you need to open a fucking laundromat or a fucking liquor store because this breeding thing is not going for you.
Here's damn Morph Minded. You got a bunch of good questions, dude. I appreciate this. This is why I love the chat coming up with questions. Have you, as a minority breeder, okay, sorry. You can read it.
Well, I can't read. You can read it.
Oh. As a minority breeder like myself, have you ever seen or felt discriminated against?
Not really, because in this community, it doesn't matter if you're black, yellow, white. It really doesn't matter. Look at Ozzy, you know? I'm like, I don't think really matters, but I know like a lot of people have their own little cliques and stuff like that. But I don't think so, you know.
No, I was gonna say I think everybody.
Not at all. I mean, I have to eat separate from you guys at the barbecue, you know, but it's all right.
And once we realized you were gonna like not take all the food home with you, we were okay with you then, Danny.
Yeah, I mean, you set my little table, and everybody ate at the main table. I sat at the kid table.
at the little yellow and red plastic kiddie picnic table.
Yeah.
Which you must have been hiding beers places, dude, because I was finding beer cans at odd places.
How do you know it was me?
It was right where you were at. They were like around the tree, underneath the picnic, underneath that little kid picnic table.
I can't blame John because John doesn't drink. John and Haley?
Yeah. Oh, it was great to see them. I like that.
Yeah.
Hogging out. What does race or being a minority have to do with being a breeder? I think it's just more of a if they've noticed any wrongdoings.
No, I mean, look at Ozzy, look at Bob Boo. Like, I don't think they have any problem.
Oh my God, no. Ozzy.
I mean, they're one of the top of the food chain, you know.
Yeah. Especially that Corvette Bob's got. I really like that Corvette.
Yeah. I mean, it's being an Asian, especially, you know, Be Kind to Asian month was what, May? I made the most sale ever.
Oh, Danny, you're not right.
And look at today, right. Because you put me on a show because you have to fill your minority quota. See?
Hey, you were supposed to keep that hush hush. Got the most subscribers out of one live stream so far because of you, Danny. But no, in all honesty, like I told you, but like I had a huge sub jump today after you put out the little thing on your.
Well, I have to, you know, shout out to my Asian community. You know, I made a little phone call to Chinatown, Koreatown. You know.
What's up, Chad?
Oh, here we go.
Thanks for tuning in.
Tell Chad this is not a toy review, that little geek.
Hey, he was happy when he left here with his Star Wars figures. You let him alone.
He was like a googly eye with his gold Star Wars figure. And I'm like, here's a grown-ass man with a fucking 2 Star Wars figures.
Hey, I had to help a brother out. He didn't have them. I had like a bag full of extras. So I said, here, take what you need.
Yeah, but he sold those shit on eBay next day.
Hey,
Hey,
if he did, I'll give him more because they just sit up there in those bags. I tried selling some stuff on eBay the other week, and it barely got any views. Like eBay's not.
He DM'd me the other day. It's like, would you take 2 gold Star Wars figure for your Black Razor? I was like, no, Chad, get the fuck away from me. Fucking weirdo.
Nerds.
Fucking nerd.
For anybody that doesn't know, whenever we get a chance, we always kind of throw a Star Wars thing in with our conversations. And Danny always just goes, nerds.
Yes, it was. I was by myself.
Definitely not a weird quote. Do you think that this community is not in America? However, I do love this community.
What does that mean?
I'm confused on that one.
I think that this community is not in America.
But Morph Minded, I appreciate your support, and you knocking out some awesome questions. I appreciate it. Jeremy, the Boba Fett helmet's still there.
Oh my god! If you put that on, I'm logging off.
Well, the other for Kent's live, he did the last week. He had Chip on there, and Chip had done for that King of the Hill thing. He had used a picture of me wearing that helmet for. I think that was from when Chad and I did the May the 4th Be With You special live stream on May the 4th. Actually, that was the first live stream I think you ever popped up in, and you were all confused because we were talking Star Wars, and you were ready.
Yeah, I thought it was a snake chat. Then I see Chad laying on his couch with his arm up, like posing like a Princess Leia at a Jabba the Hutt lair. And I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
It was a great live. It was funny though, but yeah.
I was the only one watching.
You were staring at Chad, weren't you, as he was paying? Yeah. So, I kind of got Danny. Did you see the Star Wars room? No, Danny didn't get to see the Star Wars room. The only people that saw it was Chad, because I didn't think really many people really cared to really see it.
Oh, you guys were up there a long time. Like we were playing like 5 cornhole games by the time you guys came out. And you guys were both sweaty. He was holding 2 figurines. And you were walking funny.
Like Chad was like a kid in a candy store when he saw that Star Wars room.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
Chad was limping.
Yeah. Yeah, it was walking funny. I didn't want to mention anything.
Oh man.
Revenge of the Nerds.
Well, while we are completely, totally off of snake topics, let's give a shout out to our sponsor of this week's episode, because we cannot forget our sponsors, and I greatly appreciate it. So here's the sponsor of this week's live. And this episode is sponsored by BNS Reptilia. Chris is an awesome guy. We started talking back and forth in chats on live streams. We hung out at a couple reptile shows, and we hung out at the Pennsylvania Breeders' Breakfast. Got to know each other a little bit better, and we came up with the idea of this sponsorship. So, Chris, thank you very much for sponsoring this episode. I consider you a very good friend of mine. Chris is working with about 150 ball pythons, several different North American species, such as different types of pine snakes, bull snakes, and Mexican black king snakes. He's also working with several different types of boas. He's also working with blood pythons and Sumatran short-tailed pythons, which, let's all face it, blood pythons are awesome. And on top of that, he's also working with a couple different Australian species like Woma pythons and scrub pythons. Chris is also a rodent supplier for Eastern Pennsylvania and the surrounding areas. And to top it off, he's also Pennsylvania's distributor for the Chipper and Coco to Go, which I'm not sure if anybody knows, but I switched to Coco to Go because it is by far one of the best substrates I think that's on the market. If you want to get in touch with Chris at BNS Reptilia, all of his information is in the description down below. Make sure you guys check him out. Look for him in live streams. Make sure you also hit Chris up if you're thinking about switching to a different type of bedding, and also if you're thinking about switching to a different type of Coco product in general. Chris, thank you very much for sponsoring this episode. I appreciate it, brother. Nathan.
Oh, sorry. That was the fucking longest sponsorship ever. I fell asleep.
Dude, Chris deserves a great thing, and we're actually extending the sponsorship as well. And I'm going to redo the little.
You're going to make it longer?
A little bit, maybe.
Oh, my God.
I figure I'd have chapter 1, a couple chapters.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you should just put it in subtle as you're doing an interview and like have a Coco to go, ooh. Look at me.
Hey. Coco to Go is awesome, Danny. You need
like make it rain with the Coco. Yeah, because I would love to lay on a fucking shit of Rubik's Cube in my bed. How could that be comfortable with the snake?
Dude, they like it. They nestled down into that stuff.
They told you? The snakes told you that, oh, we love impaction through my stomach. I love red bellies. Thank you, Jeremy. No wonder they fucking bite you. I would bite you too if I was laying on a fucking bed of Rubik's cubes.
Oh God. What's up, Brian? Thanks for tuning in, dude.
Brian,
it's cool to see you in
thank you for my shirt after 6 months, you fucker.
Danny's on a roll tonight, Brian. Danny's on a roll tonight. What's up, Florida born? So we are going to do my picks of the week. So before I get to doing that, though, here is the link for anybody that wants a chance to win the 800 sub giveaway of a Warfels Morphs t-shirt and sticker pack. Here is the link right now. Go to that link, hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, and drop a comment on that live, and that puts you in the running for the 800 sub giveaway. Drew a blank there. Dude, I'm telling you, like, I did not get much sleep last night.
Look at what Chet says. He said cocoa stock is going down now.
Oh man. But yeah, go drop that comment because we're gonna do picks of the week, and after picks of the week, we're doing the giveaway. So now is your last chance to get to do that. So here is my picks of the week. Starting off with this beauty, which I never even heard of this gene, but it's a Turok blood python, and that thing is just freaking outstanding.
Wow, it almost looks like
it looks like that batik or whatever, batik, however you say it, but that's like monsoony looking, I guess, for ball pythons.
Reminds me of monsoon.
That thing's awesome.
Ball python. Wow.
Yeah, that thing's wicked. The second I saw that, I was like, yep, that's definitely making pick of the week. Because unlike some people do all ball pythons for picks of the week, I just go with whatever looks freaking awesome that comes across.
Hey, Jeremy, you do you, all right? You do you. This is your show.
Exactly. I will do me, Danny. Thank you. And then the second pick of the week is this beauty.
I saw that one.
Barnhart Black Pastel Freeway.
Yeah.
And that thing, wow. I love the blacks, the grays, and that's just a stunning looking snake. And what's up with I never heard of this Barnhart line of Black Pastel up until
what are you living under the fucking rock? What's wrong with you?
I do live under a rock, Danny. You saw my house.
It's a top of the line Black Pastel.
Well, see, I'm finding this out. You remember, I'm still very new at this.
You started before I did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. At the same time, like 2020.
Yeah, but look at yours. I mean, hell, you like outnumber me snake wise, and
Asians are smarter. What can I say?
What's that?
I'm sorry. Asians are smarter, you know.
Well, you are better with numbers, Danny.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, Barnhart Black Pastel is really nice. It's top of the line Black Pastel.
Okay. Yeah.
Like when he puts out a Black Pastel, Barnhart Black Pastel clowns, they're usually sold out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, do they like stay blacker or more? So, like, do they hold the blacks better or something? Or
I think it's just a different line. Like it's probably the top of the tier line. It does hold the black and the dorsal and any kind of like a configuration really nice.
Okay. So
I would love to work that into the black. I mean, to my Razor project.
Okay. So that would be basically like LSR Fire then, essentially.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Top of the line, like Core Glow is better than the banana. You know, Ultra Male, whatever mine are, those bullshit genes you're talking about, one's better than the other.
Morph Minds, let's talk about that complex Jolt Cine Het Red. On one last pick of the week here, folks, and this is one I'm sure not many people are surprised to see on here. I remember. There we
go.
Bam! Bam! Which is, I don't know who this DTMG guy thinks he is posting something like this. He had to steal that picture from somebody. But that thing is freaking black.
Yes.
Like, I'm anxious to see that thing after it sheds. Because I think even after you posted that, I think I messaged you and said, dude, that just made pick of the week. Like, hands down, that's on pick of the week.
Yeah, it came out really nice. And that was the first of many, hopefully, this season.
Let's see here. Kevin says Barnhart Black Pastel Clowns are pretty awesome, too.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you pay for it. You pay for what you get, definitely.
Well, that's like with like what do they run What do they run roughly?
I don't know. I think he's usually sold out before he hits the morph market, but I think he started out with Ozzy, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm also in a battle first
that's
round.
Right.
But yeah,
that's right. You're on Brian's thing there. I forget what it's called. Yeah, basically it's like a pick of the week thing too, isn't it?
Right, but it goes on every week, like almost like a Sweet 16, Final Four kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
So I basically paid off all the judges already, so I'm good.
I say, yeah, you told me your trick with the judges there.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he's in there. I think he worked with Ozzy before they were breeding snakes at some kind of lab company, from what I heard.
Oh, okay.
And Ozzy went to do snakes, and he just stayed behind and just didn't want to go with him or something. I don't know the whole story, but I know they knew each other before the snakes.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Will wants to know if you have any single gene razors.
I do, because out of that clutch, I got this right here. So I got 8 eggs. When they hatched, it was 1 black razor and 1 super black pastel, and rest of them are black pastel or razor. But I gotta wait till they shed out, have their first shed.
Okay.
Because they're pretty much similar. And I originally got the pair from Mike's Maniac Morphs. He does the local show in PA. He does Oak Show. He does Hamburg. He does Gettysburg. So I bought a pair off of him, I think March last year. Then she bred this year, and the male was already ready to go after these 1 season. So I bred the male to regular black pastel female. I bred him to a normal female. Then I bred him to a black razor female. So I had 3 clutches, and that was the first clutch.
So there's more to come, everybody. More to come.
Yeah. So next one will be black razor to black razor. So hopefully the odd gods won't fuck me like always. The damn stupid bitch. So hopefully I'll get more black razor or super black pastel or super razor.
See, I can't imagine anything darker than that one that you posted, though. I mean, that thing's like jet freaking black.
It's jet black as they're born, but they will get dark brown, like really dark brown.
So they start browning out a little bit.
But you don't know. Like, this is my first time having a hatchling like that, so I think it all depends on which line of black pastel you have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will says his Liberty gene looks almost identical to the razor.
What's a Liberty gene? Is that the bootleg? Because everybody think that Hoffman is same as razor. It's the same exact gene, but it's really not. if you look on a morph market, there's a guy who proved them out to be not the same gene. It's either Hoffman or Razor. It says it's not the same.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, before we get into more topics, hope everybody dropped your comments on the live there with King Austin, because we are going to do, let me figure out how to do this here so I don't screw it up, which I'm probably bound to do. Let's see here. All right. Yeah. All righty. So, good random comment picker. That's already plugged in. Duplicate. Can you can see what I'm doing, right, Danny?
I don't know what the fuck are you doing. What are you doing?
The random comment thing. You can see, like, you see a completely different screen. All right.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right. I just want to make sure that it's doing. I just want to make sure I'm not screwing something up and not realizing it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, MJ.
All right. 8. Get YouTube comments. 31 comments, everybody. So whoever wins this gets a Warfels Morse t-shirt and sticker pack. So let's see who wins. Kent, you're the winner.
Oh,
dude.
that's fixed. Are you serious?
Kent is the winner. So Kent, yeah, I'll get in touch with you. I know you're in the thing anyway, in the chat anyway, but I will.
What does he get?
He gets a Warfels Morse t-shirt and some stickers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I'll put them in a urinal at work.
Target practice, right?
Absolutely.
All right. So congratulations, Kent.
Why is Pat still up? You have 2 little young ones.
Because he's a
different time zone. It's like 9 o'clock here. I think it's like 7 or 6.
Where's he out of? Is he
Korea.
West Coast?
He's in South Korea.
Oh, he's in South Korea now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pat's in South Korea. Yeah. He's in
I didn't know that. I thought he was.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I thought he was here.
Yeah. He tells everybody he's in Chicago, but he really isn't.
Definitely not rigged. I'd have won. Yeah, John was the winner of the 700 sub giveaway. So yeah, Ken, I will get a hold of you and get all the shipping info and all that stuff. I'll get that sent to you, or if you're going to Gettysburg next week, I'll just give it to you there.
I think it's attending the bathroom, handing out towels.
Handing out towels. Hey, everybody's got to have their job, Danny. You can't.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
he can't do good in cornhole, so he's got to do something.
Oh, shoot. So anybody that doesn't know, 900 subs is going to be someone gets one of these hockey pucks. It can have your logo on it. If you want my logo on it, we can do that. Or
I was just about to say, why would I want your logo on it if I win?
Maybe, Danny, that's how you know you have true supporters. People that really love you for you when they want your logo over theirs.
Oh, yeah.
Or you can have this really awesome snake with the skull crawling through it type of deal. Pretty cool. No matter what, I'll be throwing this in, whether or not you want your logo or my logo, or maybe you just want.
So
this.
you get 2.
You can get 2 if you want. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, and even cooler.
Now, how long of a shipping period would that be? Because when I won this shirt, it took me like 7 months to get it.
Well, see, Ed Stemp is the one that's making these. So I already have the hockey puck. I've got this acrylic thing for it. The only thing that would be a slight lag time would be him having to do the one for someone's logo. It's the only slight lag time where we'd have a little bit of a delay. Other than that, it would basically ship ASAP. I mean, you can change the
don't
color.
be a Brian. Ship him out quick.
I mean, you can like all sorts of different color things. You can jump, fade, do it to music, all sorts of crap.
Does it vibrate?
No. I haven't.
Okay.
Oh, you can try it out, Danny. Maybe you can make it vibrate. I don't know.
Yeah. I might.
But it's pretty cool. I like it. It's a neat little drop thingy there. Pretty neat.
Yeah, you know Pat's lying. He's not helping to put kids to sleep. No true Korean will help the kids to go to sleep.
Brian.
I know he does.
Oh man, that's good. Nathan said he'll send Ed a custom logo for Danny's.
Nathan has my logo on his ceiling in a bedroom, so he looks at it every night before he goes to bed. Good night, Danny. I love you.
So, what is today's special discount code, Danny? Because it seems like you always have a special discount code.
Oh, today is never mind.
Figure I'd throw you on the spot there on that one.
I know. I have a lot of targets in this freaking comments. You got Pat, Nathan, Brian. I got freaking Chad.
It's not your logo.
Oh, maybe it's your logo on the ceiling. Who knows?
Hey, you never know. I mean, I do have the carpet on.
I seen you two disappear. You guys were in a snake room for quite a while when everybody left.
Why don't you just up and you were here for a little while and then you must have been like, peace out, I'm going to the beer or something. Like you just up and vanished.
Well, I figured that somebody needs to warm up the cornhole board,
It was calling your name. I see.
Yeah, it was. I like competition.
Dude, that was that's gonna become a thing I'm gonna try to do every July is just have a get.
Well, I'm gonna bring my own cornhole board because I'm not playing with that Brokeback Mountain board.
Well, I'll have it fixed by then, Danny. Nathan probably doesn't want you putting dirty things in his car anyway.
Well, Nathan has his cornhole board. I think he's been practicing. You notice every bag that he threw, it was like six inches short. He was like, eh. And he's like, oh no. If it was 6 inches closer.
Well, I noticed a lot of people, they don't put them at the right distance. I was
27 feet.
Yeah, 27 feet. And I was at a party and they were at oh shoot, I want to say it was 20 feet. And I did my first throw and I overshot it by easy 7 feet. I'm like, what the heck? And the person I was playing with, they're like, what are you throwing at? I'm like, how far is this? 20 feet. I'm like, who the hell plays cornhole at 20 feet?
Yeah.
It's put them things back.
Yeah, that's a perfect distance for short people like Brian.
Which I was actually hoping Brian would have came down. I thought that would have been pretty cool to meet him in person.
Brian
I understand Brian.
On the weekend.
What's that?
He doesn't leave during the weekend. I think he's gonna do a family time.
I think didn't he say that they were at a barbecue the weekend before or something? So maybe he had stuff to do.
He's upstate New York, I think closer to Canada border.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's a hike
north.
Yeah.
So it's
if
not
he goes to Gettysburg, I know he makes a trip out to his daughter's house just to make it worthwhile. But it's a trip for him. Yeah, he's pretty far away.
Yeah, then I understand that. Yeah. Kent's trying to really get this wharf stock thing to stick. I think it's funny.
I don't understand. It's all the breeders that were at your barbecue are from this area. So we had to drive 3 hours to your house and 3 hours back. And I'm like, why don't one of us have it?
Well, we could, but then it can't be wharf stock, can it?
You could call it whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. You could call it Nathan stock or I don't care.
Oh, Pat, I was hoping to come to Tinley in the spring But
Pat, are you going to be there? If you're going to be there, no.
But my wife and I
I'll
are
be
expecting.
embarrassed to be next to you.
Oh, come on, Danny.
Didn't even sell any snake. He's shunned from the Korean small community of, vendors.
Poor Pat.
I'm fucking with you, Pat. I love you.
Poor Pat. See, that's that discrimination we were talking about earlier, Danny.
I know. All right, I'm sorry, Pat.
But yeah, no, I was planning to go in spring, Pat, but my wife and I are expecting a little one, so that should be here in February, I think. So I think next spring's probably out of the question. Maybe
I'm
next
not going
fall.
Well, Pat, you're going to. I'm sure he'll go to the JKR, the Canova. What is that freaking VIP Patreon?
Well, see, not all of us are like.
I'm taking my girlfriend Nathan with
me.
Yeah, I'm taking my girlfriend Nathan. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think. See, not all of us can afford the name brand snakes like you, Danny. Some of us are poor people.
Yeah. Well, love him or hate him, he made me a lot of money.
Oh, dude,
without him, I would have never made those Batman.
No one can deny Justin's got some killer stuff.
Yeah.
I'm envious.
See, Nathan, I don't care about my subs.
Danny doesn't have subs, Nathan. He has followers.
Yeah. That was the hilarious for guys saying that I know Babu and Kenny verify you for a $300 snake. And I was like, whatever, man. Why Babu?
Oh man, that's funny. When you told me that story, I try to throw that one out there at you anytime I get the chance. It's just
I mean, if it was like $1,000, let's say like it was like $5,000 snake, yeah, I get, but I'm like
$300.
Yeah, I'm like, seriously.
It's like you said, Vuber could just go to Torm. Yeah, I know him. He just says, go away.
Yeah, go.
Oh man, I'm making that for Danny.
I'm sure he will.
That's gonna be the next your new slogan. So you better watch it in your next run of shirts, Danny.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh man, that's funny. All right, so congrats to Kent. Let's get back to some snakes.
All right.
Yeah, that happens a lot of times. We kind of get sidetracked. Let's talk about the Razor Gene, and can you show off those babies? All right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Put you on the big screen. And let's check these suckers out. No more slacking on the back for Danny. Nathan's going to make that the tramp stamp on your shirt.
I know. Well, that's the Black Razor.
That thing's just gorgeous, dude. And see, at first, like when you showed them off, I was thinking like they were just really super dark, like Mojave GHI. It's like super, super dark.
So you could see some pattern, like faint.
The sides on how, that thing's just stunning. Now, with their dorsal stripe, does it get brighter? Or like, will it kind of get like how the Mojave GHIs do with the brightness?
It's almost similar to GHI Mojave.
Okay.
Yeah.
That thing's beautiful, dude.
Yeah, I didn't sex him yet, but I will release all the females.
And everybody, Danny told me personally that if we hit 900 subs tonight, he's going to give me one of those snakes. So,
Absolutely, yeah.
My wife just sent me a text. Hold on, I have no idea to fix.
Stop playing with Star Wars. Come upstairs and fix the heater.
God.
That's the
terror.
Who is that? Tara. I think that's my white wife.
The white woman that followed you home one day?
Yeah. I couldn't get rid of her since middle school.
See, that thing, like, it looks hypo.
It's a head hypo.
Okay.
So this is the Super GHI Mojave Lesser head hypo.
See, I like that. That was just a killer clutch.
Yeah.
And that's a chunky one too.
Yeah, I think that was my second clutch this year.
Okay. Chris, what's up? It's about time you got in here. Nathan was saying on how you're not a good sponsor because you weren't here in the chat. And you missed the giveaway, maybe. Maybe you didn't miss the giveaway. I don't know, but you definitely got a lot of catching up to do.
You know about the...
Yes. I'd like that. If you wouldn't have posted that so stinking late, that would have made pick of the week too.
Well, it could make it next week.
It is going to be next week's, trust me. But is that Het Pied or anything or no?
No, that's Disco Fire Clown.
Okay, so now what's causing all the high white though, and all the huge?
Because of the fire and Disco act like Super, same thing like Black Razor, and Fire just has that white, high white.
Okay. Brian in the ad is like 45 minutes.
Yeah, I think Brian puts my ad for like 2 seconds. It doesn't even say DTMG. It goes DT and cut off.
DT go. Oh, that's funny. No, we're going to be redoing the ad and changing it up a little bit, making it flow a little bit different, stealing some ideas from Kai, and going to start throwing some pictures up of different things. And we're going to.
Now, you think this is sick? You got to see Disco Yellow Belly Clown.
See, dude, I don't know if you can improve on that one. I think the
Disco Yellow Belly is cleaner, and I think it's more solid.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's my opinion.
Brian says 2 seconds too long. Pat says that's a good-looking snake right there.
Well, Pat's saying that because I'm Korean. He's like Team Korean there. Team Korea. Now, this is... Oh, of course.
That's a ball.
Yeah. Typical ball python, right?
Yeah. Whenever you want to show them, they don't cooperate.
Yeah. But I think he looks better than her. And he's like, he'll be ready in a few months for breeding. Like you could see the yellow belly.
Yeah.
Like the head stamp on it is even.
Oh, there we go. Now we can see that. Now he's cooperating.
Yeah, I think he looks much better than
the pattern is more crisp and cleaner. I'll give you that. But yeah. I like the high white and the ringers on the other one though.
Yeah, the ringer is an eye-catching, feature. But I think if you see it in person, I think he looks so much better. But
Did you show me?
Much bigger too.
Did I see that one while I was over there?
No, this one I acquired recently. As soon as
Okay.
Justin put out the video with the Kraken 2.0 with the Disco Clown. So I figured the value of the Disco Clown will go up, but I've been eyeing the Disco Clown for a while. So as soon as that video got released, I called them up and I ordered two.
you weren't going to wait for the prices to jump up.
No. Oh, I hate fucking spiders. Like I
Come
sold
on,
all my
Danny.
spider. Oh no! Like my finger got infected from spiders biting me.
Really?
Yeah, I mean that's the one gene that hates me for some reason. They always only gene that bites me are spiders. Like it must be the neurological issue that they have. They like biting Koreans.
Koreans caused the neuro issue to come out and
yeah, really.
Oh man. What's up, Jeremy Ball? Thanks for tuning in. Let's see here. If anybody's got questions for Danny in the chat, go ahead, drop them. I'll try to catch them as they come up. Brian says they hate Koreans.
This is the VPI Xanthic Clown that I created. Came out.
I see that one finally came out. See that? I love that thing.
Yeah.
That's just beautiful. Xanthic everything, everybody. Xanthic everything. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, he's a pretty cool dude.
Good one, Chris. Chris says, what gene do you need to get that you're not working with yet?
Pretty much got everything that I want to work with. I don't know. Like Disco gene was the gene that I wanted to get in for a while. Then when Justin put that video out, that just took me over the edge.
What about like acid or something like that to really busy up the patterns on some of the stuff?
I do, but like this year, I think I spent close to 40,000 in male gene that I want to do next year.
Oh, okay.
So it's like I don't want to do too much next season because I don't think I have enough female to go around with all the males that I bought, all the powerhouse that I bought.
See, I mean, you're thinking, because that was the one thing I learned while I was just, getting to know you for this short time was that you have a great business mind for the industry. I mean, like you and Nathan both are you love the animals, but you're very business minded and very business oriented on it.
You have to be in this hobby. I mean, business, you really need to, because you can't be pouring your money into this and not get anything in return. You know, it's once you set up your LLC, you realize that it's like, man, I should have done this earlier.
I was gonna say that's one thing I didn't get to talk to you about when you were up here was doing that, but that's on my list to go over a little bit. Actually, while we're on it, we'll just hit it. Let's talk about like going legit and all that stuff. Your thoughts, how you went about doing it, because I know that's something probably a lot of new people are leery on. Because like when I was talking to you about it, I mean, it scares the living crap out of me doing it.
Yeah, you shouldn't be scared. It's like I was scared too, but Nathan, like when I talked to Nathan, because Nathan owned a lot of businesses and he started up a lot of business, and he knew, like, he kind of eased my mind and just go ahead and do it. And you know what? Once you do it, it's so easy. It's like I did it through online service, which is an ink file. You ever heard of it? Inkfile.com.
No.
And you could actually do it for free, and you could actually, there's a different tier that you could do it with, but me being so impatient, I took the highest tier, which was like $500, and you got the ESN number within a week.
Okay.
I didn't want to wait. And it's it's anything like, it's not going to cost you so much in money to do your taxes at the end of the year. I think it cost me $250 extra to file as a LLC business.
Oh, okay. Now, do you
And
recommend
plus, you
having
could write
like
that
a
off.
tax guy? Oh, so even the price for going with the LLC is a write-off in itself.
Everything that you do for LLC is a write-off. And the first 3 years, you could write off as a loss. So what that means is, as your business gets started, all the write-off means racks, snakes, rodent feed, rats, anything that you could think of that you run your business is deductible.
Okay.
PayPal fees is deductible. So it's what the smartest thing that you want to do is, once you file for LLC, once you get that ESN number, you could actually get a checking account. So you want to separate everything from your personal to business, from business. So what I did was I opened up a checking account with Chase, and I have a business credit card with Chase. So anything that I use will be under the business credit card, like Tractor Supply for all the bedding, and anything that you purchase will be on that credit card. So at the end of the year, you could just press statement and everything will come up, what you spent.
That's basically.
And a business checking, whatever you sell will go to your business checking, and everything will come up at the end of the year statement.
Okay.
Because if you have your personal and business together, you're going to end up highlighting all the statement at the end of the year. You don't want that. You want to make it easier on yourself and your accountant.
Which, I mean, that makes sense. Because like what I did, I kind of have started getting the ball rolling. I did get a separate checking account for the business, but it's still technically under my name.
Yeah,
it's not
which is fine.
Okay. So I have that part.
Fine, but once you get the LLC, you could change it over.
Okay.
But long as you got everything separated, it's easier on your accountant and on yourself. I mean, you got to start, like, you could write off fuel for your car when you go to the shows, just to, check out something. You could write that off on your taxes. Your mileage, wear and tear on your car goes on your taxes.
Okay. And all anything merch wise, like shirts and all that stuff, that's tax deductible.
Yeah, if you use your office in your house as a workplace environment, so that square footage gets deducted from your mortgage on your taxes.
Oh. So like essentially your snake room that in itself is deductible.
No, your snake room in a basement does not count because you don't have a closet. Unless you act it as a closet, that's not a living space.
No.
No, yeah.
Hey, there's a sump pump in there. I was trying, Danny. I was trying.
I know. There's a sump pump in there.
I was trying.
Yeah.
No, see, that's.
Well, you could write off so many things. Part of your electric, part of your square footage wise in your house.
Okay.
What else can you? If you buy a rack, like a big purchase, you could actually get it rated per year instead of getting the whole thing gets claimed in 1 year.
Okay. So you can kind of spread out that.
Right. Like if you buy 3 ARS rack this year, you don't have to claim the whole thing this year.
Okay.
You could buy a new car under your business if it's over 4,000 pounds. And appreciate it every year. So if you buy a pickup truck,
Now, what if you've already bought the pickup truck? Can you sell it to
you want to sell it to somebody and buy a new pickup truck.
I say I just bought it. I bought my truck right at the start of 2020.
Well, Sean asked, what about if your snake room in a spare bedroom? Absolutely, you could claim that. Long as there's there's something else other than snakes in there. So it's got to be snakes and like snake supplies only.
Okay.
Yeah, Nathan is correct with the equipment can be depreciated over time frame. Absolutely.
See, this is all like it's complicated stuff for me. So it's great having like I can just get a hold of you whenever basically and pick your brain on it because it's bound to happen
absolutely.
at some point.
Well,
like you,
the
Nathan, and
first
all that
step
stuff.
is to get it done. File. Once you get
Yeah.
it done, it'll be much easier.
Now, would it be smarter just to go to my tax guy and be like, "Look, this is what I want to do. Let's do it."
Yeah, absolutely. Any CPA
Okay.
could file an LLC license for you. I'm just impatient. I just didn't want to get it done right away.
You want it done on Danny time.
Yeah, absolutely. I
See,
can't wait for shit.
Nicole says buying investment properties under business, keep my personal debt separate. So many advantages. See, that's one thing there where, now, all right. How does it go then with technically like paying yourself then? How do you work all through all that into the whole mix?
Well,
How do you
you
determine
could
how
do
much
it, but
you pay?
you don't want to pay yourself through your business in the first 3 years because first 3 years is building a business. So you want to be at loss, basically, or even. So I have a full-time job and we file jointly with my wife and I. So we need deduction. So basically the company's deduction.
Okay.
So it's you'll file personal, but the business will help you deduct from overall income,
What is paying yourself?
Yeah, you don't want to pay yourself unless like you go full time. Like then you
Okay.
want to pay yourself, but like you have a regular job. You don't want to pay yourself that. That means an extra gross for you.
That's
Whatever
true.
you make, and it's a
Because
plus.
then I was gonna say, and then that gets okay, yeah, because then that becomes more technical
Absolutely.
income on my end, which means I get nailed more for taxes off of that. Then.
Yeah, once you file for LLC, you want to be the sole owner of the thing. Don't put your wife's name in there. Don't put your kid's name in there trying to be cute. No, just leave it as 100% because it's much easier doing tax time.
Yeah.
If you put other people's name in there, it's just going to be disaster.
Okay. That's basically everything with the business is all me. So, yeah.
Yeah. You want to leave it 100%, Fucking Pat. No, he's actually Jewish.
But I'm thinking that's the whole LLC thing should happen this year, just because once especially with the PayPal thing going
Remember,
on.
if you file for LLC now in July, you can't claim anything before July. It's July on. So if you're going to make any kind of big purchases for the snake room or any kind of new rack, something like that, I would do LLC first, then buy,
Okay. See that? So, all right, that'll work out because I'll just hold off on doing the addition then on the snake room until the LLC. So that way I can then deduct everything for the building costs.
Absolutely. With all your fucking 100 outlets in your room that I don't know what you have.
Hey. There's only 99, Danny. Only 99.
As a master electrician, I'm very disappointed in you.
Hey, wherever I no one can ever say I can't find an outlet in this room.
Oh my God, that's a disaster.
Well, all right. True.
You ever heard of power strip? It probably costs.
See,
originally, it probably costs you like 10% of what you put in there.
All right. See, originally when I designed this, all right, it was supposed to all have TGR racks.
Who designed it? Freaking Ray Charles? What's going on over there?
I designed it, damn it.
Oh, Jesus.
I believe in going overboard and making sure that I have more than what I need.
How many circuits?
You figure each wall. Well, no. Each wall is on its own breaker.
Really? So 3 breakers in that room?
4.
4?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Technically 5. Because I put the... Wait, are the lights on their own breaker? I think I put the lights on their own breaker for some reason.
Well, lights should be on a separate breaker. Otherwise, every time your heat comes on, it's going to dim.
Yeah, so the lights are on their own breaker.
Yeah.
But hey, I went overboard when I do the other side. There's going to be a lot less outlets, everybody. I do promise that. I'll hire Danny to come up here and help me out with it. He can show me the way.
I stopped doing side work.
All the beer you can drink, Danny, just as long as you don't electrocute yourself in the process.
Yeah, 520 amp breakers. Holy shit.
Yep.
If you were smart, you would have did 420 amp and 115 for the light.
Well, I forget. I'm pretty sure the light. I don't remember what the lights are on.
Yeah, but you notice everybody runs a 20 amp circuit breakers, right? I could guarantee you that outlets that you use is not rated for 20 amp. I could tell you right now, it's rated for 15 amp.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm no electrician, Danny. I'll be honest with you on that one.
It's white.
Yeah, it's white.
Yeah, it's probably 15 amp.
Okay. Well, see, I don't know. I'm no electrician. I just wanted to make sure I had power where I needed power. And I also I didn't want to have more than one wall on a breaker because I figured if something would short circuit or trip the breaker, it narrows it down where it's at on each wall.
You could have had just one circuit running to the whole thing for the outlet and one for the lights. That's it. 2 circuits total.
That's
heat
it?
would not. Yeah, absolutely. Because remember, your heat doesn't come on 24/7. It only comes on when it needs to be. It's temperature control. So you're not drawing a lot of amperage.
See, I don't have this electrician mind, Danny. I'm sorry I disappointed you. I didn't mean to anger the Korean electrician.
You disappointed me by saying hi.
I was disappointed from the word go with you. What's up, Justin? All right. So now we went from going legit to electric somehow. I don't know. I don't know how that happened.
The first step about going legit is just you need to take that initial step. I know it could be a little stressful, but once you do it, it's a breeze.
See, I think that's one thing that scares everybody is the legitness of it.
Right.
Because I think originally I had figured I could be under the radar for a little bit of time. Now, granted, with the YouTube thing, it kind of puts you out there.
If you're going under the radar, what do you gain?
Well, that's true.
What are you hiding? Are you making this tremendous sale that you want to be under the radar? It really doesn't matter. Well,
no. See, my mindset has changed since, especially after meeting all you guys and getting a lot different perspective.
Right.
Because originally I had just thought, I'll make a decent bit of, make some money off of it for a little bit. And then once I feel like I'm bringing in money to where, it's noticeable, then it's like, okay, I would go legit then at that point. But especially now with PayPal changing their thing to where if you make $600, they're basically reporting it off the start. So it was just kind of well, now there's no reason to not go legit.
Well, I could guarantee you, without you knowing, that if you pull up your record, that you spend a lot more money than what you made.
Oh, yeah. No. I know that. I know that's the case here.
Yeah. So you could actually, your you'll be ahead of the curve because you'll be actually benefiting from going legit.
Okay.
Because you'll get that money back.
See, I'm just gonna have to do it. That's all there is to it. It's gonna happen this year, and we're gonna do it. Hank, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. Kevin says, if you get an LLC, do you have to do taxes the first year if you haven't bought or sold anything through the business?
Yes. Well, technically, I know a guy who created LLC, and there's actually a grace period that you could wait to file. I think up to 3 years, if I'm not mistaken. So you don't have to file for 3 years, but you need to have a record of it when you file.
I said, but then
you're just better off doing it. I personally think you're just better off doing it, filing every year.
Yeah, that's what I would do, because if I didn't get into that routine, I'd forget somehow.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we had some questions here that I starred. Kai asked, what % of sales do you put back into buying new stock?
I think I made about 70 grand last year, and I spent 50,000 back into service, into the business.
Okay.
Once you have a business, like, you're kind of like an elite on Morph Market. Like, if you look at something that costs $5,000 or $10,000, there's only like few percentage of breeders that could buy that stuff, you know? And once you own a business, you're that top tier, basically, because you could write it off. So it is dangerous if you think about it, if you look at it that way. You're not going to be like, oh my God, this thing costs $2,500. I don't think I could pay it. But with the business, it's a write-off. You could buy it.
See, that's a whole mindset I have to get into. That's a whole mindset I'm gonna have to get into and just kind of switch gears.
And it's up to you what percent of the sales that you put it back in stock, because like I have a good job. Like I never needed snake sales to subsidize any kind of bills that I have to pay. It's just like a play money to me, because we don't rely on the snake money. My wife has a good job. We both have pension, So it's just an extra thing for us. So it is easier for us to say, yeah, we could buy that, we could do this, we could do whatever. But it's you really got to look at your financial situation before you do anything.
Yeah. Now, I know, like with us, like it's a little bit, it's a lot different. I'm sure you make a hell of a lot more money than what I do. Just me doing excavating, but then you have Kara that stays at home, takes care of Hadley, and just babysits a couple other kids. So, I mean, there's a lot of the stuff is on my end. That's kind of why I was more asking about, the paying yourself type of deal, just to help offset that aspect.
I don't think you really want to do that, but if you want to put your kid on a payroll, that might help that way,
Okay.
I'll
have to look into it a little bit more, but I think I'm probably going to do like you said, and just completely don't have any of that crossing over type of deal. Just
first 3 years, I would do everything to build your business to make it better for yourself for the 4th year when you actually show more profit.
Okay.
So this way, on the 4th year, I wouldn't buy anything. I want to do all the profit, because you already built your business for the first 3 years.
Okay, that's true.
Because I'm always thinking like this year, I overbought everything just to plan for the future, for the next year.
Okay. So Paul asks, what gene, in your opinion, is most slept on?
I think chocolate. I've been slacking on chocolate.
Chocolate?
Yeah, I do have a chocolate double head clown pie that I didn't use. I have a chocolate head clowns growing up that I'm not I'm not gonna use is I'm kind of like scared with heads, even though they're my heads, but the fucking odd gods go to fucking hell. That piece of shit. I have the worst luck with heads, so I only do visuals. Like some people have great luck with heads, but me, I really don't. So I'm not fucking with it.
Gosh darn it, Nicole! I could have wrote off all the food.
Absolutely.
All those burgers I had to buy to make sure I didn't run out, so that way Danny couldn't give me any crap, and we had burgers.
What do you think? I brought 3 dessert because I didn't know which one you like, so I picked out 3 dessert, and it went on DTMG credit card. I don't care.
Can you write off your Miller Lights?
Yes, you can. We go out to dinner. Well, more than once or twice. It all goes on business card because the food is the only food. You can't do entertainment anymore. You can't buy like season tickets to your freaking favorite football team or hockey team. But food and lodging is 100% write off. So if you go to Gettysburg, you get the hotel room next door and gas and food that you eat. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, everything's 100% write off.
See that? See, if I could do that, I would just go out there and I'd stay out there with you guys and just party hardy and do the
absolutely
the next morning.
So file for LLC tonight.
Get it done. Let's go.
Yeah.
Kevin says, "Do you ever get a refund when you file with a business, or you just don't?"
You don't get a refund. Depends on your tax bracket of your regular salary. I just get a better deduction. It's more deduction for me because the combined 2 salaries. So I usually pay every year without the LLC. This year I actually got some back because I had more deduction. So yeah, you will get more refund. Depend all on how you file with your wife combined and whatever your deduction is, like how much you make. It all depends on what tax bracket you're in.
Okay.
But you need to talk to your CPA with that. But anything LLC will more benefit you than hurt you.
I get you on that, Nicole.
Yeah. We can't claim our 2 kids because we never ever to claim kids because we're in a different tax bracket before the LLC.
Okay. Dang, this chat was going crazy. All right. There's one more started question. Kent had asked thoughts on DBA versus LLC.
What's a DBA? Dubia roaches versus LLC? What the fuck are you talking about, Ken? Is that the upper PA thing? What's going on? Double wide trailer?
I think Nathan had answered that for Kent, but I'm not entirely sure. I did start though, but Pat says LLC is a must.
I don't know if Pat's legit. He talks a lot of shit, but I don't know if he's an LLC or not because I don't think he sold anything to make an LLC.
Oh man! All right, let's see here. Now I got to figure out.
Only Korean that I know is not business savvy is Pat.
Poor Pat. Pat, you're taking like you're like Danny's pin cushion here tonight, dude. Wow. All right, we kind of cruised through a whole bunch of stuff here. All right, how's like your room setup? Tell us how your room's set up there because I know you're limited on space, but you've got
this was an office, so it's a nice tight space. But I definitely use the most square footage of everything in here. Really, yes, it does, Nathan. Yeah, whatever. Thank you. ICPS, so you better sell some shit this year. That's no brainer. I think Pat made $600 or $400 his first breeding season.
So my first season, I sold enough stuff to buy more tiers on my racks. But hey, not all of us can afford a full rack, Danny. We got to do it baby steps over here.
Well, snakes pay for these racks. Like, I never spent more money than what I made through the snake business. Like, when I first started, I was basically a snake flipper, you know? I would go and buy the whole collection out and sell them off on Craigslist. That's how I started, but I didn't spend above what I brought in. So you need you have to have set a business goal in mind if you do this, because I came from a different hobby that it was a lot harder than the snake business, because I was into saltwater reefing.
Oh.
And Pat knows exactly how that goes. It's more time, more precise. You need to be on your game, because snakes, you could go a couple of days without even checking on them, which I don't, but I check every day.
Yeah.
But in a saltwater hobby, you need to be on your shit every hour, because within like 1 hour, the whole parameters could change because something went wrong. Fish ran over something, or something got released.
Oh, wow.
It's definitely a different hobby. But this used to be an office before I packed all this shit in here. But I didn't show you the basement when you came, but basement's going to be a snake room, large part of it, just like your area. Like, I want to make it a little wider. Same setup. So I have a brand new rest rack down there too, just in case if some breeder goes out, I could buy the collection out and it'll be fired up, ready to go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so eventually, is everything going to get moved down there then, all said and done?
Yeah, absolutely. So whatever in here is going to be turned back into the office, and just a hatch incubator and a hatchling rack will be in here, because I want to separate the hatchling from the adults.
Oh, okay.
So my end goal would be 2 70-30 rack with just a breeder. So that would be 60 breeders, and 1 55-40 would be all males.
Okay.
So it'd be 100 snakes. And out of the 60 breeders, if the 50 or 40 goes, and like I told you, each rack will produce $5,000 minimum. So you do the math, and that's what I want to make.
Simple enough.
Yeah, I mean, you want your females to be a single gene. You want to have a single gene recessive. You want a whole rack of 30 to be a clown, because you want the male to be powerful male.
Powerhouse.
So if you have a powerful female with 4 multi-gene clown and a 5 multi-gene clown going into that 4 multi-gene clown, you're not going to know what the fuck you produce. There's no fucking way. You're going to be calling Justin. You're going to be fucking calling Bob Vu. You're going to ask everybody in this fucking world, and everybody's going to have a different fucking opinion about what you produce. But if you have a single gene clown or single gene pied to a multiple male that is multi-gene, it's easier to, identify morphs. The last thing you want to do is undersell something that you produce and find out later somebody's on Instagram and calling you, say, "Oh my God, did you know? Did you have this gene in here?" Well, you're the fucking asshole who sold it,
As in, what you're saying, I mean, it's exactly true. I totally agree with that.
Yeah, I'd rather sell all my multi-gene clown females, the breeders, and I'll rather buy 3 or 4 regular clown females any day.
And then just have the powerhouses be the males. And
yeah,
from
absolutely.
a financial state too, it makes sense as well, because your males are typically cheaper to begin with.
Well, that's not the case.
No,
all the males that I bought are $5,000-$6,000.
But I mean, if you would
People
compare
are
that,
getting smarter now because I would say a visual clown breeder female would go for $1 a gram average. Right?
okay, yeah,
Pieds are like 60 to 70 cents a gram. Like DG will be $1.50 to $2 a gram. It's if you stick by that rule and buy if that offer comes up, you'll be ahead of the game actually. Because the first thing I do if I do a local show is I walk around and see if there's any female clowns, single gene clowns available.
okay.
Because everybody's going for that multi-gene clown female. Well, I want the single gene clown because I have the powerful male. I have a black pastel, yellow belly, leopard, spot nose, red stripe het clown. And you think I'm going to breed that to my GHI yellow belly lesser clown? Fuck no. You never know what you're going to get.
I see. It's exactly like you said. You good luck, have fun IDing it.
Yeah. You know?
It makes perfect sense, dude.
You got to have one end, one opposite has to be a simple gene. Otherwise, you're wasting your time.
Now, how many genes do you think Max is smart to be throwing into the mix?
Oh, I would say 4 or 5 max.
Okay.
Because how do you really tell unless you do the genetic testing?
That's true, too. That's true.
Know? And you remember, all these mutation is a defect.
Yeah.
You know? So, more genes that you stack on, it's going to be fucked up coming out or retarded.
Nathan's all single or 2-gene visual recessive females. See, this is good information for everybody because I mean I think a lot of people get stuck into that whole let's have like some
the
crazy
multi-gene race.
Yeah, the multi-gene. Let's get a whole bunch of genes and see what we can make, and then you end up like you said, you don't know what you produced, and you have to go around and ask people, and you get 6 different answers, and none of them might be right.
Yeah, I'd rather have my 70-30 rack full of clowns and 1 70-30 full of pies, just regular pies.
Chris says, if you build up to those combos and see the process over years of experience, you can notice most things you stack, in my opinion.
That's fucking bullshit because most of the big breeders don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. They argue over the years. That's what separates this fucking community. You know, there's nobody knows all these genes stack up on this hatchling unless you do a DNA test. You know, everybody has fucking opinion. It's bullshit. If nobody's 100%, yeah, you could say, oh, we could do, oh, this is this is that. Nobody knows for 100% sure that what you got. You know?
Yeah. Stop asking Manny to your Oh man.
But all this hatchling that comes out, it's an opinion. It's what everybody thinks. You know, you're gonna reach for the answers that what you want to hear. You know?
Yeah.
You're gonna agree with people that what you think. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Chris. Yep. Unless you have a DNA test saying that, yeah, you have this 6-gene animal, well, go fuck yourself. You don't know what you're talking about.
No, I do. I think, like you said, like 4 or 5 genes, that's, pushing it for the IDing stuff.
Absolutely.
And there's even some genes, they're going to cover up the others. And you might not even know, even with those 4 or 5, that you got that one lingering in there.
At the fucking end of the day, you're selling dream.
Yep.
That's all we're doing. We're selling a dream saying that, yeah, here's a 6-gene animal. This is what you could do.
DNA tests aren't advanced enough. Only way to truly ID genetics is with years of proving out what you think is going on.
Well, he got proved to be a Mexican, so that's why he's angry.
Danny. Well, Danny, I think you're going to be your chances for winning that contest are starting to slip down. Oh man. What's up, Hutch? Oh, this is great. All right, let's talk about vending shows. How do you go about it? Your tips, tricks for making sales, and then on top of that, after the show, how do you go about making sure you're not bringing something back as far as
Do
mites
not
or anything?
vend shows unless you're fucking ready. Don't go there with just deli cups and a fucking regular wooden table with no tabletop. Set yourself apart from the rest. Like, talk to sponsors, get banners, get a nice tablecloth, get a good display, unless you don't have that, don't even do it because you're just setting yourself up for failure.
Yeah, no, I agree with that because I mean you've got a great backdrop. I mean, like if you're not using a tablecloth, it already looks kind of off to begin with.
Yeah, I mean tablecloths you could get it anywhere from Walmart or Amazon. Cover your regular display that you're putting on. Just put a black drop top on top of it to hide the. You got to use your imagination. It's just got to be creative. Not everybody could afford the big banner, the tablecloth, customized, stuff like you got. Us poor people, we have to work at it. It's you basically don't do it if you're not ready. Don't do it half-assed.
What's up, Luke? Now, shameless plug here. I'm assuming Nathan did all your banners and stuff like that, right?
Yes, okay. Absolutely. Yeah.
So,
but before Nathan did my banner and stuff like that, I had black table stretchy without my logo on it. You could buy that from Amazon. I think it was like $20 or $30.
Okay.
You won't have a logo, but you'll have a solid, tablecloth that's stretchy. Yeah. And you want to have something to cover your regular display and put your acrylic display on top of it. And you could buy lighting from Amazon. LED came down a long time. The price dropped tremendously. So you could buy a nice light.
And also make sure you remember your keys. Sorry. I wish I would have been there for that one when you were telling me that story.
Yeah, I was at Gettysburg. I forgot my keys, and I was hoping that I didn't sell anything. So.
It's all Nathan's fault. All Nathan's fault. Mm-hmm. But if anybody's looking for someone to do banners, shirts, anything like that, merch-wise, hit Nathan up at Infinite Possible Pythons. Danny uses him. He's done my shirts. When I get ready to vend, I'll definitely be hitting him up for banners and tablecloths and all that good stuff as well. So
yeah, Nathan up. Absolutely. I don't know if he wants that advertisement, though. He might be busy.
Well, hey, it's more money he can go buy snakes with, maybe. I guess that's a business is money, so maybe he can't go buy snakes with that money, but it helps him out one way or the other. There's no such thing as too much advertisement, Danny.
Yeah, and your question with the preparation for the show and after the show, it all depends. Like I have a bug spray that I spray down the table and around my area before I do it. Sometime I do it, sometime I don't. But the worst, it comes with the territory when you vend at a show, at a public show. You never know what anybody, people have. But the least of my worry is mites because it's treatable. It's super easy. Like when I first started out, I thought mite was the worst thing on earth, but it's really isn't. It's simple with frontline and just the preventive maintenance. It's super easy to take care of the mites. It's not a nightmare at all that everybody thinks it is. Have you ever had mites?
Not yet, thank goodness. Not yet.
Well, I think everybody should go through it to get experience because it sucks, but it's not the end of the world.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, like, when you're done with the show, do you spray every snake down with Frontline then?
I inspect it because I don't want to
Okay.
treat with Frontline because once you treat it with Frontline, they can't have water. They got to be on paper towel for 24 hours. And when you spray that Frontline, it actually like dries out the snake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if I do get a new snake, I will inspect, before I even bring it to the reptile room. And if they have mites, you could usually see it. If you inspect it thoroughly, you could see it.
You're gonna see them.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I know some people like there's like little strips that they say that they put in like a part of the tub just
Well, that's what's called. It's a yellow strip for the flying insect that a bug.
okay.
I think it comes
I
in
don't
a
know what
white
it's called.
plastic case and it's got a yellow strip inside of it. I know people will cut them up and put them in a no pest strips. That's what it's called. No pest. Yeah. But if you read the label, it says put that thing when it's not human occupancy for more than 4 hours. So you have a strip in there in your reptile room, and if you spend more than 4 hours in it, what does that mean? It's going to give you fucking cancer? Like,
who knows? What's up, Mike? Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, that's a good point there
so
too.
it's all depends.
I've never done that. I had to deal with that. The only thing I do is like the Frontline spray. Whenever I get a new snake, normally if I don't know the person it's coming from, it gets sprayed down. And then
I only use that no pest strip when I use the cocoa blocks. That was fucking filthy gnat fucking haven there. But
come on, Danny.
I got no flying insect.
I've never had any bugs in my cocoa.
Really?
Oh, yeah, never, dude.
You don't have gnats like flying?
No.
Oh.
And not with the cocoa to go. I haven't had any issues. I don't think I had any issues with the cocoa blocks either.
I don't use cocoa to go. I still use the leftover gap that I've been trying to burn off.
So I
only use the gap cocoa for the breeders.
Okay.
So every time they lay eggs, I go to the aspen chips.
Okay. See,
because with the breeders, I don't want to disturb them. I don't want to change the bedding in the middle of the breeding season. So I let them go through the cocoa, whatever, the shitty Rubik's Cube. And once they breed, once they lay, then I'll switch them over to the aspen and maple chip.
Okay. But how much do they ingest of that stuff when you're feeding them? Or don't you notice any issues with them ingesting small aspen stuff?
People think that snakes are stupid or something. Like if they miss their meal, they'll grab a whole bunch of aspen chip, go, yummy, 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 it's delicious. What do you think they do out in the wild? You think they go, oh my God, there's sand over there. I'm not going to strike this food. No steppy, please.
Well, no, I'm just thinking
that's fucking dirt.
that's true. That is true.
Like, honestly, I do live feeding. I never seen them scoop up aspen maple chip before.
Okay.
Maybe spiders because they're stupid and neurological and they might dig into it, I guess. That's what people say. But no.
They'll just bite you, Danny. Remember.
They'll just bite my finger. But honestly, no. I think if they do take some aspen chips, I think it'll digest. I think it's more digestible than Rubik's Cube fucking cocos. No,
I've never had anything ingest the cocoa just because it's so chunky. I wasn't sure, because
unless you miss it, unless snake missed the prey. But I feed lives, I never seen them miss and take a whole scoop of aspen chip.
Okay, I wasn't sure. They start on an area. And then they decide, oh, well, that's like the ass of the rat. I need to go find the head of it. It lays and gets that saliva just kind of makes all the bedding stick to it. So I know when I used to use cypress mulch years ago, that's what made me want to switch because I had snakes starting at the wrong end. They find the right end, and by the time they got to where they originally had uh, the rat at, it was just like covered with the bedding. And I was there
Oh,
trying to pick the
really?
bedding off. Yeah, I was there trying to pick the bedding off before the snake started ingesting it because I mean it was significant.
No, out of all the snakes on aspen and maple chips, I never had any kind of problem so
Okay.
far. I've been using it, I would say 4 months now, 4 or 5 months.
Okay.
Yeah,
And where
I
do you
switched the same time when Nathan switched when he became a distributor.
Okay, well, see, I was just gonna do that plug too. I was gonna ask you where you get your bedding from in case anybody's curious about where
Yeah,
to get aspen maple chips at, but you
yeah.
beat me
Nathan
to it.
gets a pallet of it, and I steal whatever he gets. I pay for it.
And he says the aspen we use if it will pass right through
Okay.
if ingested. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's really fine. Like it's not dusty fine, but it's I would say about 16th of an inch, maybe, or eighth. Yeah, it's
Well, let me put you
basically
on.
that's it.
Oh, okay. It is really small stuff.
Yeah.
Well, it says you had to pick a piece of cocoa out of Pied's mouth. Time she got stuck, couldn't get it out on her own.
Hmm. Well, cocoa will make you. I mean, honestly, in my personal opinion, I think it just makes you lazier because you can't see the urine because it just dark and it just hides it. You could see the poop, but with aspen and maple, you can't. You when they urinate, it's there. You could see it.
Oh,
You
okay.
have to scoop it. You know.
I guess that's the cocoa probably absorbs it too, then as well, and kind
Right.
of hides it up real quick too.
Absolutely. And I think cocoa gives you the more respiratory infection than anything.
You think?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Huh.
I had two snakes died of RI when I had cocoa, and then ever since I changed, I never had any kind of RI problem.
Oh, okay.
And you only spray it down when they go into. I spray it down once a week when I change my water bowl, you know, with the sprayer, and when they go into shed, you just spray it down a little bit more. But I check my snake daily. I do spot cleaning daily. So I don't know what people. It all depends on what you do with your snake. If you're a lazy fuck, you're gonna have all kinds of diseases, you know.
Oh
But I
yeah.
check my snake every day, sometimes twice a day, spot clean. So it's up
See,
to what your schedule is.
I check mine when I come home from work, and then after we put Hadley to bed, I come down in here and go through everything again. So like
Right.
they get checked 2 times a day. Um, I don't have to miss down here though, because like right now the gauge are saying I'm at like 65% humidity down here in the snake room right now. So like ambient humidity in here is like spot on perfect. That's the one thing I love about
And this all
the
depends
basement.
on what area of the country you live in, what elevation, you know, what works for me in PA and up in a mountain might be totally different in a Southern California, you know.
Yeah.
Cocoa could work for you and it might be aspen and maple in this area for me. Like, so you really can't compare
Yeah.
unless you're right next door to me, you know?
And at the end of the day, if it works, it works. Who
Right.
the hell cares? If
In this
yeah,
hobby, like you got to stick with what works for you. Don't try to imitate somebody else because you know what? It might not work in your area. You
yep,
know, just because I keep my temperature at 80 degrees ambient and 89 on a hot spot doesn't mean that it's going to work in a California or Colorado somewhere. You got to work
yeah,
with what you have. That's why people get so confused. It's like, oh, what do you keep your hot spot at? Oh, what do you do? Well, where are you at? You know, are
yeah.
you down a Jersey Shore or like are you in a? You can't go by that. You got to go by what works for you.
It's just someone in our group chat had brought up about what temps do you set your ARS racks at.
Mm-hmm.
And we all, like, if you notice, I don't know if you were really looking at it, everybody threw out different numbers.
Yeah,
like,
I noticed that.
Everybody threw out a different number. So it's like the person got a gist of what you had to look at. I mean, it's like, it depends. Like, mine's down here in the snake room. And it depends where your probe placements are at, too.
Right.
I mean, your
but you gotta understand, like, we use ARS rack. We use ARS rack that is open. You know, if somebody's using a PVC rack that is totally enclosed, you know what? That's great for humidity control.
Yep.
But ARS with 25% ventilation, open sides, it's gonna be dried out.
Mm-hmm.
And like all my vents are closed in this office, so it's a smaller room. I could close the door. And when I spray it down, it holds humidity pretty well. But like Nathan's setup, he's in the middle of the hallway, so he doesn't have a closed door. So sometimes he can't keep a humidity, up to certain percentage. So you really can't compare. Like, just because we both have ARS racks, that doesn't mean that we should set it the same way. You have to set it to your environment. Some people just don't realize that.
No, I totally agree. Totally freaking agree, dude.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I switched out of cocoa, because it molds so fast.
See, this is funny. Like, the Freedom
especially
Breeder
if you're
Cocoa
feeding
box.
live, especially if you're feeding live with cocoa, if the rat poops, then within the next day, that poop will turn into fungus, like mold. So every time that rat pooped everywhere, that feces is going to turn into mold. But on a maple and aspen chip, when the rat poop, it just dries it out.
Oh, okay.
So you can pick it right out. It doesn't mold.
I noticed with the little bit of Freedom Breeder cocoa blocks that I have left, like, if it gets wet, it starts molding pretty rapidly.
Yeah.
I haven't had that issue with the cocoa to go yet. And I'm not just saying that as a plug for
Chris. Came up with this cocoa to be the ultimate fucking bedding?
Dude, I don't know. Dude,
did they ask the snake and say, hey, would you like this cocoa bedding to be your bedding? Like, because there's abundance of it, and people thought, hey, we could make into the bedding. Let's sell this fucking shit. It's a marketing ploy. Seriously, it's like, if you could get rid of a recycled can and make it into bedding, they would do it because it's cheap. You know?
Yeah, like, I'm just saying, like, the product's great. I do like it.
Why don't they use grass clipping as bedding?
Because that'd be too easy, Danny. You guys maybe
why cocoa? What fucking genius came up with this crushed cocoa to be the bedding of the preferred snake breeders? Like,
the bedding of the industry.
Yeah, like, would you like to lay on a fucking bed of Rubik's Cube? Like, is that comfortable to you? Like, I'm an overweight guy. You think I want to fucking lay on a bed of Rubik's Cube? I'll be fucking pissed too and bite my fucking owner. It's fucking horseshit. Oh my god, let me slither around in the fucking bed of glass while I rake my fucking penis on this fucking Rubik's Cube here. Holy shit. What fucking genius came up with this fucking cocoa bedding? Let's chop it up into blocks. What the fuck?
Oh, man.
And people buy it up. People think it's the best shit. I'm like, all right.
It's like you said, if it works for you, it works for you. It might not work for the other person.
Yeah, I just felt bad for my females with their bellies turning red on sitting on a cocoa blocks. Like, I see them when they get heavy in the breeding season, like their belly's all red from like pinching and fucking sitting on a block. And I was like, fuck that.
I see.
No wonder they bite my hand.
That yet. But for the most part, my girls, they always just kind of like wherever they normally lay, they push the cocoa out from where.
Yeah, because they don't want to fucking lay in it, Jeremy. What do you think they push the fucking thing away? It fucking hurts.
Get down to the heat, Danny. To get down to the heat.
No, it's because they fucking hurt their belly. saying, "Get this shit away from me."
Well, it could be. I don't know. We need to get a snake whisperer.
I am not a snake whisperer, but I could guarantee you they're saying this shit fucking sucks. Let me push this shit away because it hurts my belly.
PCF Funny Royals. They're loving this. They're a new face, so thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And everybody, Danny's information, if you're enjoying this content, which I hope you are, definitely follow Danny on Instagram. He's got his Morph Market. All of his info is in the description down below. Please hit that subscribe button for me. Hit the thumbs up for me because it helps get our content out in the YouTube algorithm. And we're rapidly approaching that 900 sub point. So we'll be doing a 900 sub giveaway for one of these awesome hockey puck lights.
And I think with your 10,000 sub, I think Nathan's going to donate a nice snake to do the spin the wheel.
For my 10,000?
1,000 sub.
I was gonna say the 10,000 sub. I bet he is donating. Nice. It'll take forever. By that point, we'll forget about it.
Where the hell you get the subscribers? It might take you 10 years now.
Dude, I just want to see the 1K. Once we hit 1K, I'll be happy. And Nathan says, okay, for 10K, I will.
He'll donate his bang.
Oh, that'll get us up to 10K real quick.
Yeah. I'll have my grandmother subscribe.
Everybody would be making 100 different fake accounts just to make it happen.
What a piece of shit chat. Look at him. He said, sorry, I had a phone call. What the fuck?
Phone call and a Chad, you can listen and eat.
What did you eat? Fucking Star Wars fucking nuggets, you piece of shit. I had my dino nuggets.
Angie and Jeff are loving this. Thank you very much for watching, brother and sister. Appreciate it. All right. Oh man, I'm completely off of where we're supposed to be at here. Let's be defending show tips. All right. How about clutches and hatchings that you're excited about?
Well,
care to share or show? If you haven't, because I don't know. Do you have any more of that the GHI Mojave Hypo clutch that you hatched out still around?
Yes.
Or did they all disappear?
No, Sean bought one from Pride and Joy. He bought one female right up the back. Actually, I'll show his.
Okay, I'll put you up on the big screen. Chad says he ate a clown pie from this douchebag at DTMG.
Yeah, he picked this one out.
Oh, I like that one. That's really nice.
Yeah, beautiful dorsal.
Yeah, the dorsal glows on that sucker.
I'm gonna get
that
tagged.
Combo makes me really want to have hypo.
Yeah, so out of this clutch, I had 4 GHI hypo, GHI Mojave hypo.
Sean's loving seeing his girl there.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Sean picked this one out, and there's another one. It's not quite as beautiful with the really yellow dorsal.
Okay. See, now that makes me want to start throwing hypo into my GHI Mojave stuff.
Oh, that's the way to go.
Especially, you used is the what was it? The Super Mojave GHI still in your possession, or did that find its way to Nathan's house already?
Super GHI Mojave?
Yeah, or was it Super Mojave GHI? The one that, yeah, it was Super Mojave GHI.
That hypo? Or?
Yeah, the hypo.
Oh, no, Nathan bought that, yeah.
That's already gone? Darn it, Nathan.
Yeah. Before even ate his first meal, I brought it to Nathan. Nathan goes, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Well, I don't care. It's going to you."
You know where it's going to end up.
Yeah. If she doesn't eat, bring it back.
So everybody, you don't get to see that one. If you watch the facility tour, you'll get to see it. It's definitely stunner.
Let me show you.
And show off some snakes, brother. Show off some snakes. You took vacation. It's only 10:30. You may as well we gotta make the best use of all this time in your vacation day. Nate said that she ate. And everybody that's in the chat, if you have any questions for Danny or myself.
Well, this is the one that sold yesterday. This is the NC OD Batman.
Okay. Now, if it's sold, why is it there?
Well, he gave me $1,500 cash deposit, and he'll pick it up rest of the week.
Oh, okay. So he's more of a local dude.
Yeah. So.
That's beautiful, dude. I like that.
Yeah, he's probably one of the cleanest one.
I love the head on them.
Yeah.
I cannot wait till I can start making some Batman combos. I'd already be on my way there if it wasn't for the fact that my leopard lesser spot nose that I bought as a female, if it would have been a female. Until I realized that it wasn't. It was too freaking late on my end. So I'm stuck with doing everything the hard way. Angie and Jeff said, hell no, too afraid to ask a question for Danny.
This is a gray matter.
Oh, dude, I love the gray matters. Those things are freaking beautiful. Now, what's the combo on that? I forget what makes the gray matter.
I believe this is Super Pastel Cinnamon Champagne.
Oh, okay.
This was produced by Triforce, John and Christine.
Okay. They have those their display cases have like the really bright neon green bottoms.
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
I think
like
they're definitely the king of the vending. They have so many different morphs.
And they were at Gettysburg last year at the last show they were there.
Yeah, they always do Gettysburg.
Thanks for stopping in, Intrepid. I appreciate you tuning in. Chad says looks like shit.
What a piece of shit. I hate Chad.
Will says, can you use sphagnum moss with the liners for the face or for the Freedom Breeder tubs for humidity?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't see why not. I mean, if you're having a humidity issue, you should have some kind of thing like that.
Maya Lee, that's a new face. It says, show off my normal ball, please.
That's my adopted daughter.
Your adopted daughter. Yeah. Maya, make sure you hit that subscribe button for me. or Danny can't show it. We'll put him on the small screen and backstage.
Exactly.
Appreciate it. It's cool seeing. I always like seeing new faces in the chat. Appreciate you coming in. Yeah. Chat. I see FB and I automatically think Facebook. I'm sorry.
Here's a nice vanilla clown.
That's pretty. See, I think the thing with clowns is they have such a unique head, and certain genes just do so much to it.
Yeah, clowns are definitely king of the recessive.
Yeah.
You know?
For now, anyway. For now, I'm sure at some point.
For now, what's gonna take over?
Well, who knows? You never know what's gonna happen. I mean, at some point, Pied was king of the recessives, and then something else popped up after. There's always gonna.
Yeah, DG will always enhance stuff, but not like a clown will.
Clown does a big pattern change.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, I don't know. I think at some point everything gets dethroned. At some point, there's going to be something that pops up, and everybody's going to be like, "Nah, clowns are cool, but this is better." I just don't know what that's going to be.
You're starting to sound like a Democrat.
Oh man, this is probably if this does not become the most viewed live on this channel, I will be highly disappointed because I don't think I've laughed this much during one live stream. Mike's clown is number one.
Oh. This is the black pastel, yellow bellied leopard, spot nose, red stripe head clown. So it's a Pompeii maker, plus it could be a Pompeii Batman maker.
Dude, that's freaking nuts. So that's a Pompeii maker.
Yeah.
See, Pompeiis are gorgeous. That's something I would love.
Look at that belly.
Oh, wow. Dude, that thing's nuts. Now, you just got that too, didn't you?
Yeah, it was actually Canova posted it.
Okay.
And what would you think that you'll pay for something like this? Black pastel, yellow belly, leopard, spot nose, red stripe, head clown.
I'd say I'd say you're probably. I mean, I'm really, really winging it here. I'm gonna say, is it male or female?
Male.
Male. I'm gonna say 16.
Wow. What the fuck's the matter with you?
Dude, I'm just winging a number out there. I don't know.
It's a Pompeii maker, Jeremy. How much does Pompeii go for?
I have no idea. It's out of my league at the moment. I don't look at it if it's out of my league.
Oh my God. You know what? I would never go to Prices Right with you because you fucking suck.
Then tell me, damn it.
I would say, honestly. Oh, Chad is a retard. Stop eating lead paint chips. Yeah, I would say 4,500. Something like that.
Like I said, I have no idea.
That would be the going price because the Pompeii goes for like 30. Like I think Miguel made one and he didn't sell it for 50,000. He was offered 50,000.
Oh wow. Okay. See, I didn't even know. Yeah, I had no idea that that's what they're.
That was on Canova website for $800.
Well, see, I wasn't that far off then, and you're there yelling at
but something's wrong. Somebody got fired at Canova for putting it up for $800. That's the punchline. Get it?
Oh okay.
You're killing me here, brother.
$800.
Yeah.
Sheesh. I could afford
look at
that.
Chat. Yeah, look at even the Star Wars geek saying what?
Let's see. I missed something up here. I said that isn't a neck roll. That's a credit card read. Mike, you're saying everything else is just how will it look with clown? At the moment, yeah, I do think a lot of it is that, yeah.
Yeah, because that is DG and clown. I think it's always been like that.
I think at some point something's going to dethrone it.
Like,
did you see Chad's funny haha comment when you were getting that? Here, I didn't know if you caught that. But yeah. Hey, Kingdom, thanks for tuning in. Yeah. So hey, if anybody's got questions for Danny, drop them down below. Yeah, you have any more hatchlings or want to talk about any upcoming clutches that you have that you're excited about?
I'm cutting the clown pie clutch at the end of this month. I got 6
Ooh.
eggs. So hopefully it was bred to a pastel clown pie to a clown head pie. So 50% should be visual clown pie. So
Okay.
out of 6 eggs, you would think 3 would be minimum, right? Clown pie.
So you'll
visual.
get 1.
Yes, so with the fucking odd gods, the piece of shit or she is, I will get probably 1. And 1 would probably kinktail and 1 would probably shark mouth, even though my incubator is perfect.
And then one of them will have one eye and only go right instead of left with the other one.
Yeah, slither, reverse. Yeah, absolutely. That's how. Well, the first season, I had 17 going for 17 with 1 slug, no defect at all, at 147 hatchlings. So the second year, which is this year, sophomore Jinx, I had 2 cord wrap dying.
Oh, wow.
6 slugs so far, 2 defects with shark mouth, and the terrible odds and any kind of morph that I was going for. So I'm only up to 11 clutches so far. So the second wave they're going is 6 more. So that will bring me up to 17. Then I have like 8 and 10 in a limbo.
Okay. Now,
so sophomore Jinx is definitely real.
So that'll put you up to how many clutches in total for this year?
I was shooting for 30 in the beginning of the season, but more realistically is probably like 24 to 25.
Okay. That's still a hell of a lot. I mean, that's a good season in my opinion.
Yeah, I guess. But
you hold yourself to a higher level. I get it, Danny. I get it.
Yeah. So I wasn't expecting this with the reabsorption of the follicles,
Dude, there was when we were talking about that when we were over there, on how you had that one reabsorb and then go back. I'm glad we kind of figured that one out.
Yeah, I never knew that other side could have follicles growing. As the other side gets reabsorbed, the other side still grows.
Yeah, that was freaking weird. I wish it would have happened for me, but see,
yours was total reabsorption?
Total reabsorption on 2 of them, dude. My Xanthic girl, which was paired to my DG male, and then my pastel banana, which was paired to my bumblebee clown. So I wanted to go for those the banana het clowns, and then of course the double hets for the Xanthic DG.
Right.
But that really freaking killed me when that didn't go through.
Yeah, I mean Nathan's going through the same thing, and this is his first year. Like I wish he had the good first year of breeding like I did to just enjoy that moment, but he's going through everything that second and third year breeders going through. And first season.
That would stink. Like I know, like last season,
Absolutely.
I had 4 clutches, and everything. I forget how many hatchlings total it was. It was like 20 some hatchlings. But it's completely healthy, no issues, no slugs, anything, nothing like that. Knock on wood. So far, like I had those two reabsorb. I had 1 reabsorb last year, but she's the one that won for clutch 1 of this year. But I had 2 reabsorbed this year, and then of course they were the biggest females out of the ones that went last season. So that was really what left me baffled, because the smaller girls are the ones that went again for 2 years in a row. So I was really baffled on that one. But we'll have 3 clutches this year. The third one's due to drop tomorrow. I was actually hoping the way she's been restless. I opened up her tub to do a water change today, and she came flying out wanting to be held. I'm like, what the hell? I was like, you're supposed to be like laying there, not moving.
I noticed that about the like friendly breeder ones. Like they want to be held. They always come up to the front of the tub, and I'm like, I'm not touching you. You got eggs.
Dude, like the one night I had no option. Well, I think I was on a hair down Friday, maybe. I forget. I was doing something. I opened up the tub because she was pushing on it really bad, like making a lot of noise. I wanted to make sure she was okay.
Yeah, and you got to worry about the nose rub when they get into that situation.
And I opened it up, and she came flying out. And she's like, you know what? Whatever. I'll hold you. If that's going to calm you down, I'll hold you for a little bit.
Yeah, I noticed that about the gravid females. Like they always want to come up and be held. And I'm like, whoa.
I mean, she's like the other ones, they don't do it. It's just her. The other ones are okay with just being content staying on their hot spot.
Right. They will get all the, cocoa and whatever you use for bedding. They'll just clean everything off, just to wrap around. They have that nice swirl going. And once in a while, they'll like just flex up their belly,
Yeah. She's just a crazy girl. Absolutely.
Best time to catch a girl being gravid is at late at night before you go to bed.
Okay.
You open that tub, you slide that tub, you see they'll do the belly dance and they'll do the death roll, Seems like late at night.
My Xantic girl did that last season. And I think I checked on her because she was due to lay like any day when I had checked on her. I think she actually. Anyway, I forget how close it was to her due date. I checked her in the morning. I didn't know if she would go early. So I heard of snakes going a couple days early. So I checked on her, and she was laying upside down. I'm like, whoa, wait, what the hell's this shit? I went like poked her, and she moved. I was like, okay, we're good. Whatever.
Yeah, right. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. It's amazing. These are animals, and you got to realize that they might not go every year. I mean, just because you write down the date that they went, that doesn't mean that they're gonna go exactly. They'll go within whenever they want. I had girls that go 2 months before their due date. And I got girls now that is going 2 or 3 months after their due date. So what are you going to do? They're animals.
I say, do you notice that like for the majority of your females, do they stay on a consistent breeding cycle, or is it still too early for you to have that figured out yet?
I mean, I do have a record of my first season, which was last year. So it's not a really good record unless I have I would say 4 or 5 years of records, because everybody's falling behind like at least 1 or 2 months. 1 to 2 months they're behind. Some of them went exactly on their due date, but who knows?
This year, nobody's late on their due date. Nobody.
No.
Last season, the Xantic and the Banana went exactly on their due date, like planned. Killer Bee went 7 days past her due date, and I think my pewter leopard girl that is the one that's due to go tomorrow. She went like a day past or something.
Oh my God.
The records don't matter because Danny sold them all.
It's called fine tuning. Like I'm getting rid of all my single gene females as soon as they lay. So I don't know if the snake fucking talk to each other. Says don't lay because he's gonna sell you.
See, they're talking to each other. You gotta hold them back, Danny.
Yeah,
gotta keep holding them.
But you're not gonna grow as a business if you're not upgrading.
That is true.
And
yes.
Some stragglers you gotta leave them behind.
That is very true. Matt from Ball Python Project is on. He says jogging back from walking dogs landed on a rock buckled and went down. Severe pain and had to crawl to the door. Good God, Matt.
Holy shit.
Jesus, dude. I hope you're okay,
Stay
man.
home.
Crap.
Hire a dog walker.
Things you lucked out, no x-rays to tell, though. Well, dude, I hope you're yeah, the other year, this was 2 years ago, maybe. I was hopping off of the like for work, we hauled my skid loader around on a tilt trailer, and I hopped off of the trailer. No, I hopped off of the skid loader because we were getting ready to load it. I hopped off the skid loader, and I didn't realize that there was like a swale right along the road because the grass was that freaking high, and I landed in that freaking swale, and I tore like, was it 1 or 2 ligaments in my ankle?
Oh shit.
Yeah. And my truck, my company, we still had to get loaded up. So I had to crawl back into the skid loader to get the truck, get it up on the trailer, load it, get off of the trailer, chain it down. And I had like a 100-yard walk up to my company truck, and I couldn't walk. I had to I hopped on one foot there for a while. I said, the hell with this. I look like an idiot. And I just crawled the rest of the way. It hurt like hell.
Yeah, I would have left you behind, buried behind the bushes.
my dirt over you. At the time, he just sat there in the dump truck laughing as I walked up. It's like, come on, dude, give me a hand, something. But he's too busy laughing. He's like,
like this.
Dance, monkey, dance.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're almost at 11 o'clock. I got a couple more things here, or 2 more things. And
holy shit, we've been doing this for almost 3 hours?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
It doesn't seem like it, does it? It flies by.
I was going to fucking buzz you out after 15 minutes like that other show. What the fuck?
See, now, Brian's going to have you on sometime, and he's going to expect 4 hours out of you.
Yeah, I got his show this Thursday. Before
you're on his show this Thursday?
Yeah.
Which one?
His Balling with Brian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, what time does that one go? Because I have a hard time watching his shows. At night.
All his shows are 8 o'clock. Thursday show is at 8 to 9. Friday show is 8 to 9. Wednesday is 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Okay. That's the Wednesday show. What's in your cup?
Okay, because I try to after the evening ones I try to catch, and it seems like I can never, because of just with spending time with Hadley, I can never catch them when they're live. Yeah. But the other day I was able to catch his What's in Your Cup live. And,
yeah, that's in the morning.
Yeah, I listened to that because the rental skid loader I have right now has Bluetooth, so I just popped it on the phone and was running and ripping up driveways while listening. So it was kind of nice.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Good thing you get paid to listen.
Yeah. Hey, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Enjoy myself, get some info. And it was a really good live too. If anybody hasn't seen it, it was talking about basically like just, he was going off about the truths about, the industry. I can't exactly remember the whole entire topic of it, but it was...
Can't be that good if you don't fucking remember.
It was good, Danny. It's been a long week, brother. That
must be that pumpkin spice latte in your fucking backhoe.
Hey, I'm not that high up. I don't have a backhoe. I just have a little skid loader. Big skid loader, but anywho. How about, let's go over like how your road production is, like what your setup and everything is. Because I know a lot of people
fucking hate doing rats. I fucking hate doing rats. ASFs are okay because they don't stink as much, but the rat production is, I can't wait till they all fucking die, so I just buy rats from Zach from Seven Serpents. It's cheaper to buy them. It's a disaster. Rats are the worst.
Are you going to keep doing the ASFs, though? Are you going to stop?
Oh, absolutely. For the hatchlings, and it's so much easier to get them started on ASF. And all my breeder males on that 5540 rack, you notice I keep the males low?
Yeah.
So all those males are on ASF because I like them lean and more active, because I think they do well. My personal opinion, I think the males do better with the ASFs.
Okay.
Because they're not overweight and lazy. Yeah, so ASFs are much easier, and I think they breed faster, and definitely cleaner than rats.
See, they don't. I remember you saying they don't have the smell that the rats have.
Yeah, and they actually ASF will, they'll poop everywhere, but they will urinate in the one corner, so you could spot clean them.
Oh,
so
okay.
You could actually go longer without cleaning it, but I clean it every week anyway. Like Saturday's my, rat and ASF cleaning day.
Okay. Now, what type of rack? Like, what type of racks are you using for them? Bedding?
I have multiples. Like I have Freedom Breeder, the 10 series for ASFs. So it's 10 levels, 5 bins. So you're talking what, 50 bins of 10 series bins for ASFs. And rats are in a 30 series. So there's 18 bins in a full rack. So it's a trough system with the feeding for the, the food in the back that they'll just eat through the grating.
Okay. Nathan says you're crazy.
Nathan's an idiot. Race him off this shirt. Yeah, I remember I have the rats and ASF like right next door in my garage, as you see.
Yeah.
So by at the end of the week, it smells. But like Nathan has it in a shed. I don't know if it's.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he didn't show me his setup for the rats.
Yeah, Nathan's a horrible fucking host. He'll hide shit from you, and he'll pat you down before you leave.
Speaking of which, I'm missing a snake after you left here at the barbecue.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
is that ortho baby?
I don't. Is that racial profiling? I don't understand. Did you ask the other white people that they stole something? I like that how you went straight to the Asian, but.
Phil, did you guys see Dave Kaufman's latest video? He's in an Africa. Yeah, what? Yeah, it's all German rats. I didn't notice he said about the ASF thing, and nobody had any idea what they were talking about.
Oh, really? So they have Norwegian rats?
I guess it's like Phil said here, German rats. Like,
really?
Yeah.
It is called African soft furs.
I don't know.
I think it's another conspiracy here.
It's a marketing gimmick. It's a marketing gimmick. They're probably gerbils, and someone just they're probably like retarded gerbils.
Yeah, it's like a gerbil from like down Newark, New Jersey somewhere, and they're like, "What the fuck? Let's breed it." These ball python breeders, they don't know shit. Listen, these ball python breeders use fucking cocoa block as bedding. Let's give them ASFs.
Kent said Nathan's definitely making a verified by Vu shirt now.
Yeah, they were like, these idiots use cocoa for the bedding, so give them the rat.
That is interesting, though. I mean, I'm curious. You would think that they'd know something about it. You also would have thought they would have maybe seen them too while they were doing that video. I mean,
yeah, but which part of Africa did he go to?
Dude, I think he was like in like the heart of the ball python section of it. If I'm not mistaken, I mean, he was all over like the main parts of Africa. Yeah, like the actual videos come out yet. Like he was like, I remember Togo's been thrown out there. I'm not very good with my African geography, but Togo, and yeah, I can't think of What the other ones? Oh, Nathan's throwing out his.
What is that hashtag? Danny said. I don't get it. What does that mean?
I don't know. I think that's his his 5% off code for the night, though.
Oh, I don't even have stuff on Morph Market, really. I figure I'll post something up after Gettysburg.
So I'm curious. This time. I'm going to try to do some filming at Gettysburg. To try. Last time I said the same thing, and I just got so caught up in talking about snakes with people, it just didn't happen.
What the fuck were you doing? You weren't bending. Were you playing patty cake behind the fucking tables?
Yeah, I was hanging out with Phil from Finger Snakes there, and that's how I met you the first time.
Yeah, what were you doing? Like milking the snakes? What?
I was just seeing how I never was on the other. I didn't know how the whole vending thing went. It's just a learning experience. Now I'm going to come bother you.
Set up the table and fucking sit back and relax. Let the fucking customer buy shit. It's not rocket science. Half the time I'm over there drunk and I fucking flip my chair around, like face my banner.
Oh shit. Nathan says, seriously, can you guys read?
No.
Danny said, oh, okay. I missed the I.
Yeah, he didn't have an I before, did he?
Yeah, no, that was the original thing. I missed the I after said.
Yeah.
I thought it said Danny said man asshole. Like what? Yeah. It helps me. I obviously cannot read Nathan tonight. I am sorry. Rob. But I figured I'd probably come bother you, Danny, for a little while, bother Nathan, and don't bother everybody for a little bit. Give you guys some free publicity. Hey, what you can't.
So what do you say? So Danny, you sold 6 snakes yesterday. What'd you bring home? Well, if you fucking pay attention, go back to the first 15 minutes of this video, and I'll tell you exactly how much I fucking made.
Well, no, he wants to know what you brought home, not what you made.
No, I didn't bring anything home. Zip, zero. It was in the group chat, you jerk off.
He does have you on that one, Ken. It was in the group chat.
I didn't buy nothing. I didn't recycle any of the money.
That's why Nathan thought Danny was sick.
Yes.
All right. My last thing here. So anybody, if you have questions for Danny, and you want the cold-hearted, honest truth out of him, right now's the time to get it. But do you have what are your tips for any
except
new
for breeders? Nathan's question?
Except for Nathan's question. Nathan is banned. What are your tips for any new breeders coming into the hobby and industry?
Just pick the right morph. You know, it's everybody gets distracted with all the morphs that they want to get into. Just concentrate on 1 or 2 morphs and stick with it. So basically stick with clowns or pies, because anything else you won't make money.
Hey, Exantic.
Hate to tell you, buddy, that's a niche morph there. It's a hard sell.
I will agree with you. It's a very niche morph.
I'm not gonna, the easiest one to sell is clowns and pies, because clowns are visual. I mean, like, pies are really visual appealing, and clowns are towards the high-end breeders and people who's been breeding this for a while. They know the value of clown. So if you want to make money, follow the road that big breeders already paved for you. You know, everybody says that, follow your own road, build your own road. Fuck that. Follow the road that people already paved the way and make your fucking money. Then get off the fucking exit and pave your own fucking road. You know? Don't go hard 100% trying to say, oh, I want to be the pioneer of this, blah, blah, blah. You know what? All these breeders set this rules for you. Just follow the fucking recipe. Nothing's patent. You're not fucking, it's not patent. It's not patent that's so that you can't copy off people. These are recipes that are proven money makers. Follow that road. So follow that road. If you make enough money, if you want to be fucking, go your own fucking, pave your own road, get the fuck off the exit, make your own money. That's it. But make the money first. Otherwise, you're a dipshit that who wasted all this money and time on bullshit genes that nobody wants to fucking buy.
So that's one thing I've noticed with like a whole bunch of these newer genes that people are dumping a bunch of money into, and it's like you don't know what it's really going to do yet. It hasn't been proven out. And it would scare the hell out of me on some of them. I know that.
You have to make the money first. Unless you're fucking born with money and it might be different. But if you don't have the money, follow the recipe that people fucking made already. It's no brainer.
Yeah.
There's no shame in this. Nobody has a patent on this,
No, I totally agree.
Instead of buying 20 snakes, buy 3 snakes that are priced at 20 snakes, less mouth to feed, less to house. You don't have to get a big rack. All you need is reptile basics, grow it out of there. But just have quality, not quantity.
I totally agree with that. Quality over quantity is a big thing. But wants to know if puzzle is not a money maker.
I don't do
two typos. the puzzle not a money maker is the best one over the first one.
I mean, puzzle looked nice with other recessives, but it's by itself. I don't see anything special.
Kent says, make Batmans in Pompeii so Danny can outsell you.
Bring it on.
John says he's all for the albino lines like Lav and Candy.
Oh my God. No.
He also says agrees with Ozzy has the right approach. Chad says Ozzy's approach is golden.
Why? What? Yeah, I don't fuck with heads. It's not worth it for me because I have the worst luck with heads with anything. Odds God
hate Danny.
Yeah, fuck them. Fuck whatever he or she is. Go fuck himself.
See, that's why the odds gods punish you. You need to be nice to him.
That's why I go with visual to visual. I know what I'm worth.
That is true.
I don't rely on people.
Keep your collection small enough to maintain by yourself, then always invest into better projects each year, increase the value of your collection.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Well, if nobody has any other questions, it is a little after 9 and I need to get some sleep. So does anybody else have any other questions for Danny or myself? Thanks for tuning in, Sean. I appreciate it. And Sean, you got to see your snake.
Yeah, I know.
Are you taking that to Gettysburg for him then?
No, I think Sean's going to come pick it up. He want to check out the setup anyway. So he's more than welcome. Usually when I don't, Sean has bought from me before and I met him at Turkey Hill because when I don't usually let people into my house that I don't know because it's I don't know who the fuck am I talking to,
I'm surprised you left me in there.
Yeah, I'm surprised too, but I do own a lot of guns.
Well, see, you should have been down here in the basement a little bit longer because you would have gotten to see the one AR that I was letting Chris see.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But all my guns have can on it, right? All mine are tax stamped.
I have an SBR, but
Yeah.
yeah, and then and Dad started a trust where we have, or he has a
Nice.
BAR, a Thompson, World War II
Right.
Thompson, and he just now bought a 1919 off of a 1919 belt fed from a tank.
Really? Who is this?
Yeah, my dad.
Oh my God.
The BAR is
Never
awesome.
mind.
The Thompson's
Yeah.
fun, but yeah, I don't know why we need a 1919 in the family. I mean, it's great, I guess. It'd be
Because you know
cool.
why? Because you can.
Well, yes, because yes. I mean, I'm just fine. I'm happy with my little SBR that I built. I think it's awesome. It's fun. I've got several different
Is it a
uppers
real
for it.
FDR or with
Oh
the
no, no,
pistol,
it's real. I got the
pistol
tax
stock?
stamp and everything for it. Yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah, and I built it myself, so
Oh.
got a it's got a whole bunch of fun stuff with it, like top of the line, like Geisley triggers, and yeah,
Ooh, Geisley, stick with PA.
yep, dude, Geisley triggers. I don't think you can beat it.
All
That's
mine are outfit with Geisley trigger. Even my Scar 17 has a Super Scar
oh,
Geisley
okay.
trigger.
I say I have the SSAs. What is it? The SSA or is it there SSA and there's the SS?
D.
Okay, so I
One
think
with the
mine had the
flat trigger or
SSAs.
curved? Is it
It's
curved or flat?
curved. It's
Yeah,
curved.
that's SSA.
Okay, yeah, I actually have an SSA that I'm trying to sell.
Yeah,
Yeah, so if you're interested,
I'll trade you
um,
Snake for it.
hey, that works. That works. I have that, and then the gun that Chris was looking at, I can send you pictures of it, but it's outfitted with a Geisley Super 3 gun trigger.
Oh, really?
I'll, yeah, have you ever felt with one of those before?
Yeah, I could make it go like a machine gun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I told my I put the red spring that comes in with it
Mm-hmm.
because it came with two springs. The red spring was in its own little baggie with a label saying warning, all this crap. I put
Yep.
it in. I mean, it sucker's super light. And I told my cousin when he went to shoot, I was like, dude, don't even lay your finger on that trigger unless you're ready to shoot it. I was like, because
Yeah.
the slightest bit of pressure, it's going. It's gone.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. And he laid his finger on the trigger. He's still getting ready, and the gun was going off. It's like, dude, it's like, come on.
Yeah.
I mean, it's light. It's a light trigger, but it was awesome.
Yeah, they do make great trigger, and I actually know a guy who makes a MPI machine for Geisley. He actually started
Oh,
out in the garage with a
oh okay.
magnetic particle inspection machine. Now he's got like tons of them. Now he's a big outfit. He actually has a sister company, which is ALG.
Nah, I never heard of that.
Yeah, and ALG is his wife's initial. So
Oh, okay.
G is a Geisley, as an Allison, whatever, blah blah. But they make secondary,
Oh, okay.
triggers. Yeah.
See, my SBR, because I had originally planned on getting a can for it. So
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the flash hider I put on it, but it was it was a flash hider that was you could throw it on with you could put the can right on over top of it. I can't remember the brand though, but that
AAC,
it might
Griffin,
you might have.
Noveski.
I think you might have it with the AAC. That
Yeah.
sounds familiar. This was like years ago when I built this thing because
Yeah,
I used to
Advanced
build.
Armament Corporation.
See, that might be it.
Yeah, he's the originator of the 300 Blackout.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
See, because years ago, I used to build ARs like kind of on the side thing. I was like just building competition style rifles and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
SDM stuff. I was doing sniper shoots with some friends of mine that were ex-military and doing stuff
Nice.
like that. So I learned a hell of a lot of stuff and really had some top-notch stuff, but you can only shoot so many. And after a while, I got tired of having a whole bunch of stuff. So I started whittling down because people are like, oh, I really like that. Can you build me one or whatever? It's like, well, it's like, I can sell you this one. And eventually I got down to where it's like, all right, well, I have one more of that to sell. And the rest is just like upper receivers and stuff and parts.
Right.
But now, if you'd be interested in that trigger, let me know, Danny. Or
yeah, absolutely.
Or I even have a brand new Colt M4 barrel that and new in the box.
1 in 7 twists.
1 in 7
inches?
14 and a half.
14 and a half?
Yeah, yeah. It's original Colt M4. Somehow mysteriously walked
with the front gas block and everything. The whole assembly.
Yep, everything brand spanking new.
And it's got a C stamp.
Yep.
F marked.
I'd have to. It's all.
Look at us, real men.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about all that stuff because. Yeah,
absolutely. I'll talk to you on this Saturday at Gettysburg.
Yeah, we can do that. I can even bring some of the stuff along if you want.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you bring me lunch, I'll talk to you. But if not, go fuck yourself.
Well, if Eric doesn't bring you McDonald's for breakfast, I'll bring you McDonald's for breakfast.
Oh, Eric's on the ball. He's like...
Oh, shoot. All right. So, and make sure I didn't miss anything.
Everybody left as soon as we started talking about guns.
No, we still got 20 people. We still got 20 people, dude. Yeah.
They fell asleep with the people. They fell asleep with the computer on.
Will says he's got a Glock 22-45 with 29 round mag clip. 20 round clip, you mean mag, Will. Sorry, that's my OCD on that one. Need to get rid of myself. Not a fan of Glocks. I'm not a Glock person. I like, and then this is like I get made fun of for this. I will take a 1911 hands down any day of the week. I know you're not going to pack 20 rounds, 10, you're not going to pack a crap load of rounds into the mag. But there's something about it. It's the only pistol I can shoot accurately for whatever reason. I don't know if it's
anybody can. I mean, I got a freaking Kimber Custom 2 TLERL, which is the LAPD SWAT team uses. It's a beautiful Kimber 1911. It shoots like a sewing machine. It's unbelievable.
Dude, there's just something about the 1911s.
1911 is like a clown.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong.
You can't.
That's the bread and butter of the armed industry. John Browning, when he designed it, it's perfect.
Yes, it was. Now, the one I have, it's a 4-inch barrel. So it's got the shorter barrel, but it still allows me to have the full frame on it. So I don't have the less rounds on it. Nice. It allows me to use a full-size mag still. Because I think if you go down to the next size barrel, then you start getting into the smaller frame. But dude, it's a Springfield champion. Because I originally had 2 of them. I had all stainless steel, and then I got this other one that I think they switched the frame to aluminum, but you can't tell. I mean, it's still got weight to it. It freaking shoots like a rape date.
The chat says he's got 4 inches.
Never mind. But yeah, like I've never had a pistol like a 1911 where I can like just unload, do double taps, it just freaking completely accurate. I mean, hell, I was last up in the mountains, it had been probably a year since I shot this thing. And we put a target out at, I think it was like, I don't even remember. It might have been 25 yards, something like that. I mean, it wasn't super far, but it's far enough for not shooting for a while with the pistol. And headshots, no problem. center mass on the chest, no problem. I was like, all right, I'm happy. Everybody else is there all over the place. And you see these big ass 45 holes. It's like,
and another handgun is CZ75. That is the original design that everybody copies from. You know?
Oh, okay.
See, CZs are best bang for the money. Solid, all metal gun, no plastic. Okay. CZ75.
See, I think part of it, my dad's a big, he loves his World War II stuff. So the second you start adding like the AR-15s, he's like, oh no, that's not a real gun. It's got to be like M1.
AR-15 is designed for not to kill, but to wound the soldier so that 2 guys could carry that wounded soldier off the field. So you basically get 3 guys off the field. It's not AR-15. It's not designed to kill. It's to maim.
Which is it true that the way the bullet was designed though was for it to tumble through the body?
Right. Not because this is 22. It's a 22, as you could tell, is same thing like if you shoot 22 handgun into somebody's head, it tumbles. It won't kill them right away. You know, whole design of that 5.56, unless it's a hollow point, it's a different story, but a full metal jacket would just maim the person.
Okay. See, I love my ARs. I don't know. I like to make them very usable, put it that way. Yeah. I know my buddy Carlo, which I think I might have told you about him. He was in Mogadishu and stuff. But he had said, you know, this goes back to the 1911 thing. I guess they had just gotten their 1911s taken away, and they switched to the Berettas around that time. And he said that it was pitiful with what the 9mm wasn't doing. Basically, like guys were hopped up on stuff, and the 9s weren't dropping them.
That's why the FBI did the 40 Smith & Wesson. That's why the FBI started with the 40 Smith & Wesson, because it was more peppier and it was bigger stopping power than a 9mm. But the whole reason why they went back to 9mm is, I don't want to sound sexist, which it's not me, but FBI thought of this. Female officers couldn't handle 40 Smith & Wesson. It was too hot. It's a hot round. So they said they went back to 9mm.
I said 40's a little spicy. Absolutely. I think a lot of it though, we're really off topic. It's amazing what happens when you start talking about guns. But I think also a lot of the modern day 40s are on their polymer guns. So you don't have that weight there to help balance it, is what I think.
Because I reload everything I shoot. I reload 300 Blackout, 308 Winchester, or any kind of handgun caliber. And I will test shoot out of my basement. I'll set up a chrono, and I'll shoot, and I'll do the powder charge on my Hornady, and just to depend on what gun I'm shooting. But 40 is a very peppy round. I wouldn't shoot it. I only have one 40 Smith & Wesson. Everything's 9mm and 45. You know.
I always looked at it like this. You have your 9mm that would be like a stick, like a walking stick or something, and you got your 45 that's like a baseball bat. If you want to put somebody on the ground, that baseball bat's going to do it a lot quicker.
Absolutely. I like 45 because it's already subsonic round. It flies under 1,100 feet per second, so it's already subsonic. And once you put a can on it, it's perfect, you know?
Yeah. But anywho, all right, we'll talk about guns on Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll figure out what you want me to bring, and so that way you can check stuff out and all that good stuff. But,
yes, sir.
It's 11:30 anyway. So everybody, thank you so much for all the support. Thank you for tuning in this week. for the 20 people that are still here, next week is Brian Cusco. We will have him on.
The fuck is an Asian fucking month? What are you doing?
He's Hawaiian.
Oh, still Asian, Pacific Islander. It goes in the same check mark in a text category. Way to cramp us in and all in a 1 month. Thanks a lot. It's gonna spread us around.
Well, hey, I wanted some.
What are you gonna have? Bob Vu next week after that?
No, Bob Vu is on my list to come on though.
Yeah.
I wanna ask him to come on here at some point. He might not want me now though after having you on, Danny.
Just get the other Korean that don't make money, Patrick.
Get Pat on here. Yeah, Pat's a cool dude. I like him.
Just do the whole July Asian month.
We're gonna start a new thing. July is now Asian month, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh man. Kevin says Samoan. Yeah, Samoan.
Is he Samoan?
He might. I forget what he's either Samoan sounds correct. I can't remember. Phil says see you in Gettysburg. So everybody, Danny, stay on here for a minute. But everybody, thank you so much for all the support. Definitely hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already. And hit that thumbs up. Congratulations to Kent for winning the 800 sub giveaway. Let's get to 900, and we're going to be doing another giveaway there. And at 1,000, we're going to be giving away at least one snake that I know of, and we'll see what else gets tacked on to this 1,000 sub giveaway. Maybe Danny will offer out a night of advice for free. Who knows?
I would definitely donate a snake for your 1,000 sub.
Really?
Absolutely.
Freaking awesome. That's 2 snakes, everybody. Thanks, Danny. That's freaking awesome, dude.
I'm the only.
Well,
will donate one too.
Well, you and Chris are donating now so far. Chris completely caught me off guard with his.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like when he was on basically just did what you did. Like we were talking about the 1,000 sub thing. Chris is like, "Hey, 1,000 sub giveaway. I'll donate a snake." I'm like, "Wait, what?" Like completely blind.
I'll make Nathan donate one, and I'll make somebody else donate one. I'll get you the 1,000 sub. It should be a good,
freaking awesome, dude. Thank you. I appreciate. Hit that subscribe button, everybody. Definitely go check Danny out on his Instagram, dude. That's really thoughtful. I appreciate that, man.
No problem. It might be the alcohol.
I just got a notification. I just got a new sub right now just from you saying that.
I'm gonna say what did I say? How many views did I have? He's like, yeah, check out at the 3 hours and 30 mark. You donated snakes. I'm like, I did? Fuck.
It could be that bird food that you would send off to the bird sanctuary.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sit tight, Danny, and everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. I hope you guys all enjoyed this. I don't think I've laughed this much during a live ever. It was great. I truly appreciate it. And thank you so much for all the support. And I'll catch you next time, everybody. Take it easy. Later.